Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Hotel
Are
Buongiorno.
you ready to get stabbed?
Buongiorno.
Because if you're ready to get stabbed, then you're prepared for this session.
What happens if we're not ready to be stabbed?
Then you will shit your pants.
What if I wanted to get hacked
Damn.
and not stabbed?
Good thing I wore my yellow pants.
Would anyone like to recap last session?
We killed some goblins.
Nothing happened.
Well, as someone who was definitely there last session, I believe that we kicked ass or got ass kicked. Something happened, probably.
Yeah.
Definitely something definitely probably happened.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's-
cheat, and I'm not racist.
I'm not gonna confront that.
Goblin.
Your Honor, in my defense, they accused me of cheating.
So I killed them.
It was
What's the
self-defense
problem?
against slander. Your
yes. All
Your
right.
Honor, I drop kicked that.
Excessive
probably.
force.
Roll a
that?
deception check.
What? You don't get to call for perception checks, Ant.
I said deception.
You don't get to call for those checks either.
I call them for myself.
Does Ulfric perceive his own existence at this very moment?
I don't know, but
He might.
Oh,
He has a pretty good understanding that he exists.
well, Ulfric isn't smoking weed, is he?
No.
Then he does perceive himself. That's one of the effects of smoking weed in D&D. The DC of all your perception checks goes up.
Huh.
I have decided.
I'd like to get some crescent moon grass. The OG
I know
shit.
I know a guy. Oh, well,
The imported stuff.
I
One
know
more
a guy.
time.
Well,
yeah, I know a guy.
Kajita moon sugar, no?
well, when we left off, you guys were ransacking,
Lightly looking through.
lightly looking through an already ransacked adventuring store, which has gear from the adventuring table I linked in general.
I got 2 hunting traps.
I got an herbalism kit.
Ulfric believed
Nerd.
he could craft anything better he could find in there, so he took nothing.
No, I rolled nothing.
Better than looting a goblin, I suppose.
That one had chicken in its pocket. It was worth it.
I also
If you say so.
I also looted a goblin.
Well,
Just saying looting the shed isn't going to give you disease.
there are still quite a few buildings that you have not explored.
Like this one. Or this one.
Yep.
I don't think we need to pilfer the whole city. We already have more than enough supplies.
Aye, but
should
there could be
focus on
goblins
finding-
inside.
We know where the survivors are. We should focus on trying to get to the cave and freeing them. We don't know how much time they have in goblin captivity.
Yeah.
It's
That is a good
Cool.
point.
What was his name again? Fucking
Beckett.
Beckett. Beckett said that they've been eating them, so I figure we should probably hurry
Get
the
to
fuck
them.
up.
Goblins tend to stay hungry. It was north, wasn't it?
Northwest.
Northwest, yeah.
I am walking a distance northwest.
That's northeast.
Ogun went northeast.
I am spatially distorted. Autistic, no best.
No, Skull's going northwest.
I
Yeah,
started
Scout's
to
going
after
northwest.
it was pointed out I was not originally going northwest.
Oh,
This cave
Oh!
coming along.
Ogun's moving quickly.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up. Shit.
Ogun should move less
I was-
quickly.
I was trying to move at a reasonable human pace for my character.
I'm a monk. This is how I move.
That's actually pretty accurate, though, I guess.
Pretty canonically accurate.
Yeah, you do have a lot of movement speed naturally, don't you?
Well, everyone
I
stop
don't.
there.
Zoomer.
because you all hear
Oh. I'm gonna stop
the
moving.
bub of hooves as approach the town. Seven riders. I'm gonna
I
adjust them
should
somewhat.
not be in front. I should not be in front of
You
this.
should not be in front.
I should not be in
You
front of
didn't
this.
say-
Well, we're gonna shout,
Oh,
"Back
shit,
to the
really?
gates!"
Not-
I'm gonna try
Nope,
and
I said
position myself in front of Ogun at the very least.
Wait, I'm gonna adjust you guys a little bit to where you were when I said stop,
Oh, okay.
or to where I think you all would be when I said stop, assuming the party sticks together. So,
Yeah. Yay!
Ogun, with his 8 in charisma, is sweating bullets. He has been alone for the majority of maybe like 3 or 4 years. So he's just like,
You think I'm bad? I'm progressive compared to most folk from the region.
human social activity. It's not my strong suit.
Are we free to move, DM?
not yet. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you guys to leave town right away.
Neither was I.
Neither was I.
I'm sorry, I was worried about all the fucking dying civilians. My bad.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's a
realize
good
we
point.
needed to loot the entire town first.
We're not looting it, we're ridding it of goblins! It could be
That's not
worse.
the issue here. There's always more fucking goblins.
Think of it like this. Think of it like this, right? Would you rather try to get glory through defeating goblins that nobody sees you do, or would you rather get glory by rescuing a bunch of non-combatants from a cave they have been inadvertently kidnapped by?
My
Yeah.
character's
So
lawful evil. The
these-
fact that I'm the one who pushed for this.
So, no. Hold up. So you guys push to free the people without first checking to make sure that there's no longer a threat in their homes?
We're not
That's
sending
my
them to
point.
their homes. We're gonna have to escort them to a nearby settlement. There's no way we could clear out, and the whole village is breached. They've lost the Nightstone. It's not sustainable there. It would be folly to just think they could walk back into their destroyed city.
It's also folly, and you would know this, to think that they would just listen to you and not try to return home.
That's why we're going to brutally murder the goblins so they understand
No,
that it's not up for
the,
discussion.
the people would want to go home. The people you're rescuing would want to go home, and you would know this.
And then we're like,
I
oh
can
yeah, there still
persuade
might
them
be
that it's a
goblins
bad
trapped in the
idea. I was gonna say, if they want to march to their death, they can, but we will offer safe transport to any that don't, because my character wouldn't care that much. The whole point is they shouldn't be eaten. What they do after that, if they want to be dumb, that's their fucking decision.
Okay.
I can agree with that, but
Because I see no reason why the fact that they would die would actually dissuade me from my course of action. Because again, I am lawful evil. Like, it's good to free them, but I'm not exactly going to sweat morality tears if they proceed to get themselves killed.
All right.
They already had their chance.
And as Ogun and Skull, who have bloodied fists,
I did beat everything to death with my bare hands.
are
shit.
reaching,
Ogun puts his hands behind his back.
the
I
mega
raise
sleight of
my
hand
hands
check.
up peacefully, and a goblin giblet falls out from between my fingers. Oh,
Yeah. These guys all... They're all just riding off to the sides of the road.
Shit,
I'm just moving them to where they stopped.
shit.
And
do
this
they
guy...
have any obvious heraldry? Oh, sorry, I should just like
obvious
finish.
heraldry.
I mean, most of us are at least from around the area.
Yeah, you guys have your characters have a lot more knowledge than the players do.
Figured, are we about to be extorted or just outright killed or, you know, flexed
Sure.
on with how noble they are? You know, some virtue signaling?
So-
I'm looking forward to any of this, obviously.
So they are not knights. That's for certain. And there's not and none among them are bannermen.
Please
This
don't
man,
be bandits. Please don't be bandits.
This man dismounts from his horse, and upon noting, and you see that his glance goes first to Ogun, and then Ogun's fists, then to Skull, then to Skull's fists, and he asks, "Oh my, what has happened here?"
Goblins.
Skirmish with goblins, specifically.
Lots of goblins. Yeah.
Goblins.
Yeah.
Didn't want to soil
Don't
my
worry,
weapons
we
with their blood,
dispatched
so
the
I
goblins with the power
holds
of
up hands.
Satan.
Well, the walls are unbroached. How would the goblins have gotten into town?
Well,
Goblin
we came in
magic.
after the fact.
well, we've surmised that
Across
the
bridge.
town was attacked beforehand, before the goblins got here.
By whom?
We don't know, but the giant.
You really
boulders-
just shot our full loadout into the air with that one, didn't you?
Well, I don't see any reason to lie. I don't really feel like it.
There's-
We just didn't find anything to back the theory up, and now we look suspicious. Just saying.
Well, there are
Suspicious
giant
before you opened
fucking.
your mouths.
They're
Well,
giant
hold on.
boulders. They're giant
He
boulders.
kind of
What do you
like
mean, hold on, your
Across-
hands
raises
are
his
covered in
bloody
blood.
hands. I didn't want to soil my weapons with goblin giblets. They're
And
honor
yet,
tools.
I see no goblins, nor their
Well,
corpses.
you can find
Well,
what's
if
left
you
of
let-
them back a little ways.
All right. If you let me explain, there are giant boulders that none of us could throw or launch, as we have no equipment to launch giant fucking boulders, right? So
There is no
Got a
Giant
trebuchet in my
boulders
bag of holding. Actually.
all around
Small
the,
trebuchet.
the fucking city, right? Goblins came in afterwards, after whatever had been taken, right? Because the Nightstone isn't even here,
The
right?
Nightstone.
So,
Oh, then what would the town be called?
well, it's not
I
here
suppose
no
it's not
more.
my place to come up with a new name for the town.
I mean, if it
Yeah,
sticks.
So, whoever did initially attack the town flew off with it wherever the fuck they went to, and the goblins proceeded to
Ooh.
attack the rest of the village. We interrogated one of the goblins about where the townspeople might be. He informed us that they are more than likely still trapped in the Goblin Cave, which is where we're headed off to.
And then we killed him.
Yeah,
He's
well,
dead.
Yes, he is completely dead.
Very dead.
Very
Very.
dead, you say.
This is his blood.
You could still catch goblins looting in some of the houses. We're more worried about the people trapped in the cave.
Well,
Allegedly, they're being fed upon.
I mean, you're trusting the word of a goblin, of somebody who likely was trying to bargain for his life. He would have said anything to get you to stay your blade. Are you sure your information is correct?
Well, never had to check, did it?
No, it doesn't hurt
And
to check. But it could be
logically,
a trap.
sorry. That's fair, but
Well,
either way, if we cull the cave of most of the higher echelon of goblins, they'll lose the formation to maintain raiding, and there might be hope for saving the settlement yet. And we simply don't have the numbers to search the entire town, but we do have the skill to fight in a cornered cave shoulder to shoulder for quite some time against the masses. Another story entirely.
Hmm.
Do I have to roll persuasion, or did I RP good enough?
I would say persuasion with advantage.
I will take that. Not that I have a choice.
I'm not gonna roll for that. I'm not exactly great at it.
I don't know if my persuasion's great either. Probably could have gone for it's not that horrible actually. It's a 1.
Yeah, I got a negative, so best to do it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Ooh.
First roll of the night. First roll of the night.
Damn. Okay, so
I suppose I'm in no position to stop you.
that's fucking right.
Though I will say I'm uncertain of the wisdom of not ensuring the town is empty first.
Well, I'm assuming that's
That's
why
what
you're
I
here.
my business here, and goblins aren't really my business here. I have a different quarry. Have you perchance seen a? God damn it! Why was it? How tall is she? Doesn't even say. Have you met a woman named Kella? About yay high, blonde?
No, I can't say that we have.
Killa. Great name. Good name. Fine warrior name.
Okay, you're up here. Skull, I'm gonna need you to take it down. Down here.
I should name my daughter Killer.
Alright, you instead of going
Ulfric's gonna
down, you
kinda
up.
give the stink eye, the skull.
Skull just like raises his bloodied hands like, what? It's a good name.
That's a good name.
There's so much more to just killing.
No, not killer. Kella. Kella, not killer.
Oh,
Oh.
help,
Well,
but with
the
a
name
head.
was a bit more memorable, I feel like. I might have recalled such a person, but no.
Well, if
she's
she was
not-
in the town, she was to survive us.
perhaps not. She was only a day or so ahead of us. We were to meet her here, and
Ooh, if she is here, she might know who initially attacked the town.
She hasn't already been eaten by the goblins.
You know what?
she wouldn't let herself be taken by goblins. Nor would she have fled with the rest of the people here.
Maybe she.
So we're looking for a corpse on a tree?
No, she could handle herself against goblins. She likely would have hid out some. She probably would have hidden somewhere to wait for us.
A safe house, then.
I wouldn't say Nightstone's exactly safe right now.
Yeah.
No, somewhere
Well, if
in
she
the
was in-
wilderness. Surely
No,
all your safe houses aren't located in towns. Even raiders have them dispersed along the
right, but
coast. Oh, barbarian stumble. Sorry, it happens.
we received word. She sent us word that we know she's here. We've been exchanging messages by way of pigeon.
Hmm.
Feel free to search for her. We just haven't seen her.
The island's isolated from the rest of the island is isolated from the rest of
Pigeon,
Nightstone.
Goblins might become your business if you search for her in the town.
With all the magic and, well, everything, I would have thought that my message would have been more. But pigeon is quite interesting.
Pigeon.
I believe pigeons are very common for messages these parts now. Not everyone can have a sorcerer on hand for magical transportation of messages.
I guess it's true. And again,
There is a section of Nightstone that's cut off from the rest of town. Maybe the goblins couldn't have gotten there to the south.
It'd be a good
the
place to hold
bridge.
up.
It would be a good place to
Mm.
hole up.
Aye. Perhaps this Keller is there.
And if they are holding the garrison, they'd be more likely to let you in than us. We're strangers. But if you've kept correspondence, you might have some proof of your aid.
I'm sorry, mate.
Um,
What was your name again?
I hadn't given it.
Well,
Ulfric's going to repeat, I'm sorry, mate, what is your name again?
yeah.
Skull kind of shrugs and then like gestures to the both of them like, I guess what's your name? They're interested. Personally, a man's action matter more than the title he bears, but save their curiosity, I guess, so we can
If you know
get this
him, you
moving
can-
forward.
Well, Skull,
We're
if you
both
know
on a
him,
limited schedule.
well, Skull, if you know him at his name, you can typically some of the actions might be more infamous than you think.
My name is Zolkin. I don't think any of you would have heard of me. I'm not exactly a man of renown. And at this point, oh shit.
Hmm.
At this point, he gives his name. The four of you on the bridge should make insight checks. Insight?
All right.
No, I'm trying to think of.
God damn.
There's not. It's not.
What are you looking for in the
Maybe-
role?
3 checks?
I'm like it's like history, but it's not like a contemporary history. History doesn't feel like it should be contemporary. Like checking to see if you would be aware of any reputation this guy may or may not have.
So,
I think history would just catch it as a broad
I just make a straight intelligence check.
investigation.
Intelligence.
For more contemporary things, like things you would notice on the way and stuff, like investigation, I think could be valid
Alright.
for that.
All right then. Ignore what I said about insight. Everyone on the bridge, roll investigation.
Investigation.
oh, that's significantly
Investigation
better.
never gets used enough, anyhow.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh, there.
So Drenna's lingering at that boulder. Okay.
You feel a little bolder.
It is.
You little boulder
You
kick.
little boulder.
Thank you.
Hey.
I needed that.
Feel a kick in the boulder. It's pregnant, huh?
The boulder is not sure how to feel about the situation.
The boulder praises meat, the most sacred of the four elements.
The boulder does not know how to feel about being touched by a small child.
So,
Bitch, the fuck you call me?
The boulder, the water has broken and needs to go to a hospital.
Roll initiative against the boulder and its boulder baby.
Drenna, you would notice that the door to the windmill has been left open as you sit there and linger for a moment with your perception probably pointed up the hill.
I've seen enough horror movies to know where this is going. Your face will look great over someone else's.
And then from the investigations, well, Ogun surmises that that being of little renown doesn't necessarily mean he's nobody. And him being hesitant to give you his name certainly says something.
It's not big in raider culture to just dish out your name. Typically, your weapons were emblazoned with important people you killed and whatnot, so, people knew who you were.
I'm sure that people can survive, another hour? Why don't we help Mr. Zolkin find his compatriot? Yeah?
Ulfric's going to bid a loogie off the side of the bridge. For sure.
Well then. I can't exactly ride through you. He hops back up on his horse.
Ulfric's going to kind of shuffle his way back inside.
Is Drenna entering the windmill?
Yeah.
Where's Drenna?
So, putting Drenna in the windmill,
Yeah.
needs to make a
Yeah.
perception check.
Eh? Wait, who's this guy?
Ooh,
Why is he there?
Drenna looks up, and, well, the smell of it hits before the... Oh, not on the map layer, you dumb fuck. In the token layer. The smell of some fucking rank ass weed hits your nostrils before you catch sight of the goblins who have scurried up into the rafters to smoke it.
Goblins smoking weed.
Ugh, drug addicts. Skull hates nothing more than those who succumb to the temptation of drugs.
And then once
What I'm
once
hearing
the bridge
is-
is clear,
Well,
I'm
I
hearing
feel
your
like
skull
Takes
would
rip of
not-
bong. Skull hates stoners.
I was gonna say Skull would not like Austin, is what I'm.
No, they say the best way to roleplay is to not be yourself, so. Fucking Skull is actually a part of Dare.
dare to do drugs.
Dare you to do drugs.
Exactly. That's what a lot of kids took it as. So they ride across town, all bunched up because. Oh yeah. Hold
is
on.
he supposed to be there?
He is supposed to be there. I
Ah,
forgot that I moved him there because. Is Drenna going to do something about these goblins? They're about 30 feet up, or 25 feet up.
I was going to question whether or not I'm hidden.
They're sitting there chorting and giggling like a couple of stoners, so you can't really tell. You can't really tell if they've seen you, but you certainly know that considering the general demeanor of the goblins you have encountered, if they did see you, they probably would have attacked you.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say Cade ended up in the scuffle in town.
I would like to try to sneak up to try to get closer to him.
Oh, you're trying to sneak up to them? Okay.
Well, yeah. What do you think I'm going to do? Set the thing on fire and walk away? Who do you think I am? A wizard?
I don't know. That's what you did last time we were here.
I was a wizard last time.
I know.
I get that. I got that right.
So you're trying. So normally it wouldn't take anything to scurry up there, but you're trying to do so stealthily. Make an athletics check.
Athletics? Why athletics? I don't like athletics.
Athletics doesn't like you.
Well, luckily, it wasn't a hard thing to do. Just something. It wasn't that it was hard. It's that you were under pressure. So you're able to get right up underneath them, and I imagine you wouldn't go further than. I imagine you wouldn't get closer than stabbing range.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Gotta smell the goblin aftershave.
Me covering my. Me pulling my shirt over my mouth and nose, be like, this fucking freak's up here.
But, this little guy, he sees he has a problem, and I need everyone to roll initiative because he's running. He's not fighting, but I want to operate turn by turn.
alrighty.
Alrighty.
And
Does-
then for
me guess,
now,
what-
Zolkin and all of his subordinates are acting on Zolkin's initiative.
We fast as fuck, yo.
Okay.
I was
Is that
gonna
everyone?
say,
Drena,
we
Hogan,
didn't
Ulfric,
roll
Cade.
below we didn't roll below a 15, and then I looked at Kate and I was like, understandable, sir.
Let's roll initiative.
Understandable, Kate. Understandable. I can feel the pain.
The majority of his score is passive. Or there, sorry.
Okay. Then sort. Descending. Skull, what's your dex mod? Oh, it's a 2. Wait. Does that help? That does help. Okay. So Ogun is up first. Ogun sees another goblin off to the east.
Do I?
Yes. If you scroll up to like 150 and put yourself on the left side of the screen, you should be able to see it easy. Like put your pan such that you're on the left side of the screen.
I'm on the left side of the screen.
Okay, then if you then scroll like
Oh, there it is.
yeah.
Oh. Ogun is gonna whisper to Cade. Like, I don't really trust this man. And this may come as a shock, but I get the feeling that he is more well known than he claims he is.
It's okay. We just need to let the power of the devil guide us.
Alright, I'm gonna say the same thing I said to Skull. You're up here. I'm gonna need you to go down here real quick.
Skull sees the familiar gesture, and while he doesn't know what's going on, he just shoots Cade a thumbs up, like,
All right, Ogun, that's enough talking. Take your turn.
Ogun is gonna half-heartedly do his turn, so he's not even gonna take his full movement. He's gonna move the amount of movement most people would have to make it seem like he's as strong as them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Make a dexterity deception check.
So the deception with my dexterity mod?
Yeah, so if you're not, are you proficient in deception?
No.
Then just make a dex check. I suppose that wouldn't be sleight of hand because you're not like would it be sleight of hand? Do you even have proficiency in sleight of hand? Does it even
I
matter?
don't have no, it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
I don't have proficiency in sleight of hand.
How does riding on a mount work? Mounted combat's weird. Mount.
forgot I spoke giant.
I also speak giant.
Schlargener!
Argenberg.
Dashnaga!
Radio.
I imagine it's probably something more like some Dovahkiin shit like Thumotopu.
Like fucking God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny because that actually
Okay.
is giant, isn't it?
What's wrong?
Let me just check what weapons he has. Ah,
Probably a rapier because he's an asshole.
he actually has a scimitar.
He's an exotic asshole.
Why do I get the feeling that if he said, "Oh, he has a long sword," it would have been, he's a basic asshole.
How the fuck? How did you know? I'm so offended.
Oh, yeah, he's looking up the
Get out of my
status
head.
Where? This one tells me what he's writing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. There it is. Just need to know the speed of his mount. That's the speed of his mount. So he spurs his mount, rides right up to the goblin, hops off his mount, and starts swinging. How many swings does he get? That's how many swings he gets.
Oh, he's swanging.
He swings twice with his scimitar, and while swinging his scimitar, pulls out a dagger to try and stab. But, this goblin actually knows how to use his shield, so only the first
What level
scimitar
is this
attack
guy?
hits. Yes.
Ogun is gonna mentally note that doesn't seem like the skills of a nobody.
And then
Skull's interest is peaked in his fighting style. Seems like something that'd be pretty rare in the fighting pit.
this guy joins him and makes a single slash with a scimitar.
See,
That's
what I was expecting. Yeah.
That's more common than not.
Ogun are just doing a play-by-play, like,
Really
Oh, no,
interesting, Skull. Like, opening up with 3 hits.
oh,
Three
when the
hit
goblin
cannon.
goes in for the kneecap, taking down the infantryman.
And that guy misses.
Bold strategy.
Disembowelment. You haven't seen that since last season. Glad it's back.
Man. Glad it's
Ah,
glad
classical disembowelment.
That
glad the
guy
officials made the choice.
ends up
For
there
real,
and
Howard.
actually fires a crossbow
Well, the
at
officials
goblin.
were disemboweled, so how could they resist this time?
And it's actually kind of crazy how quickly these guys are all just rushing in to kill this goblin. Almost like they're just making assumptions about the goblin because he's a goblin.
Yeah, of course. Hold on. Wait. Is that supposed to be unusual?
It isn't unusual, but considering... Then that guy makes his crossbow attack from Mounds.
Considering how our party has been interacting with the goblins.
We're a bunch of fucking weirdos, and we know it. We're literally the, Breakfast Club.
And
Like, we're
between-
just a
and
bunch
it
of...
takes, it
we're-
takes all of them to take down this one goblin.
I'm not necessarily impressed. It's flashy, but it's not pragmatic combat.
Alright, so
Skull literally
Review.
beat a goblin to death with his bare hands. By
I
himself.
like to think that we're all huddling after watching them fight and going like, yes, a review, right?
And
First
we
guy.
are, but because of what's going on with Drenna, we are still in initiative. But if you're going to do something during your turn, but if you're just talking, don't use your turn to talk. If you're gonna be role play in the chat, and pass your and move as normal and take actions as normal as if you're in combat. So Skull, you're up. I mean, a quick head count reveal would reveal to you, and I imagine you're always mentally doing a head count, because that's the kind of
Of course.
that's kind of paranoia a raider would have, or at the very least, since you have a second to stop and look, you would notice that Drenna isn't there, and she was there earlier, and she didn't run away like that other goblin did.
The fancy one is missing.
Fancy one.
Would I have any idea where Drenna would be?
Nope.
Hmm.
You could only assume parts of town that you guys haven't explored yet. So you haven't explored this building, which I described as having a sign declaring it an inn. This building, which appears to be a stable. These houses you haven't explored. The windmill.
I'm probably not gonna just keep this revelation to myself and not do anything with the rest of the party. So I'm probably gonna end my turn and try to rally everyone up on the same spot so we can come up with a plan.
Which brings us to Drenna. And Drenna, you would have heard the rushing of half a dozen horse. Did I miss one of the... Oh, I missed one of the riders. That's what's up. Of 7 horses, and the firing of... And maybe the squealing of a goblin. But the two stoner goblins are still stoning.
Coolio. I'm assuming these two goblins are facing each other.
Yeah, they're facing each other, but they're both kind of looking up, and they're smoking weed.
You're probably tripped out of their mind.
They're very It's the absolute stereotype of a stoner.
Cool.
What are
Yeah.
these Rastafarian goblins?
I suppose.
I'm just gonna.
Or maybe they just found some weed and are smoking it.
Guess it depends on your definition of a stereotypical stoner. It depends on what you think or what my mom thinks.
They're just vibing. They're chilling.
I'm just gonna stab the one closest to me.
Okay.
Would I have advantage on the attack since I'm hidden?
Yes. Is it the up one or the right one?
Whichever one's closer to me.
Well, it doesn't. Decide.
The up one.
The
We'll
up
do the up one.
Okay. And hit. Yeah. And he squeals out in pain as your dagger drives through, and as you drive your dagger probably into his lung. You were only ever so slightly off of his heart, because, well, this is an awkward angle to be stabbing somebody from. But he doesn't die.
No, but I bet you he's in crippling pain. Anyway, I would like to use my bonus action to re-enter stealth.
All right.
That was not meant to be an advantage, but whatever.
We'll take the first one. Whenever you guys accidentally roll at this, if you ever roll accidentally at advantage or accidentally at disadvantage, we'll take the first roll regardless of how it is. Which brings us to the guy you just stabbed, who very panically looks around, and you don't speak Goblin, but he says something to his friend, and draws his sword, and actually attacks his friend, because the only logical conclusion is that it's his friend who stabbed him, because he doesn't see anybody else.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Which brings us to Ulfric.
Oh shit, I realized you're just doing the Reefer Madness thing, but with goblins. Subtle.
Ulfric's gonna kind of nudge Skull with an elbow.
I'm not
Told you
doing
there was
Madness.
more. Told you there was more. And he's gonna start walking back.
He just got
down.
literally. I'm not doing Reefer Madness, I swear.
He's gonna start walking towards where this goblin was to go see if there's more in one of these buildings over here. And that's gonna be my turn.
Alright. This brings us to the guy who just
Goblin
stabbed.
blindness.
Or the guy who just got attacked by his friend. And he says something that Drenna doesn't know, because Drenna doesn't speak Goblin.
Fake language.
And he actually retaliates against the perceived retaliation. It smacks at his friend.
They're just fucking killing each other, Jesus.
And
And you're like, oh, we should respect goblins. We should give goblins rights. They literally murder each other at a second's notice.
They stab each other, yes. This is the reason we trusted their information.
To be fair, if I thought another half-elf stabbed me, I'd stab them back.
Well,
I can agree to that.
half elf, all I hear is half rabbit.
I hear.
and seeing his friend go down in this single swing, he looks at his sword, and he's very confused. And in his confusion, he stumbles down from his hiding hole and falls 20 feet.
Oh boy.
I didn't mean to roll that publicly, but, you know, it happens. Oh, the dead one is dead.
That one is dead.
The dead one
People
is dead.
die when
Brings
they're
us to
killed.
Kay. People die when they're killed. Oh, Drenna. You want an opportunity attack?
I would love an opportunity attack.
Take an opportunity attack.
Coolio. I wouldn't be able to add sneak attack to it, would I?
Throw the verbiage for sneak attack.
Because the only reason I'd get sneak attack is if if he's surrounded by an enemy or if I have advantage on the attack.
Well, you're hidden. Throw the verbiage for sneak attack. There is something I do need to check. Once per turn. Not on your turn, once per turn. So it can apply to an attack of opportunity. So yeah, you can get your sneak attack on this. Because you do have advantage, because you are hidden. Did you attack?
Sorry, my mother walked into the room.
Oh.
Anyway.
Hit.
Uh,
Kill. If you can do one of two things right now, because that is a falling body you just stabbed. You can let go of your dagger or make an athletics check.
I'll let go of the dagger and use its returning feature to just poof it back into my hand.
All right. And that clears initiative. Which means you are free to move about and walk and talk. And
All right, lads.
Nice.
Huddle up, huddle up, huddle up.
I'm just gonna give a thumbs up and say, great team effort, you guys.
And you see Zolkin direct his men to stable the horses.
Oh,
So
nope,
this seems
don't want
like
to.
the only special one is Zulk, because none of them attacked more than
There we
once.
His name might as well be Traitoris for all the subtlety he has. I was hoping we could
Yeah.
move on to more important things than whatever this bandit has in mind.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it was very fucking obvious that he's not here for exactly the kindest intentions.
Well, we came mostly for loot and goblin murder, so...
Yeah, that's what we came for. Yeah,
And here
And
comes
to spread the good word of the devil, right, guys?
Ah! Fancy Flight! I mean, Drena, you've returned!
Sits on the boulder.
all right.
This
So-
isn't a boulder, it's a rock!
So
It's a level 4 stone.
yeah,
What you talking about? I've always been here. Y'all are just too blind to see me.
And you see that when once he steps in front of the inn and calls out for Kella, and out from the and you hear
Something Killa would be
and
better.
it takes a minute. So ooh, Ogun's approaching. Is anybody going with Ogun?
Ulfric will see him and try to run to catch up with him to prevent him from doing anything stupid.
Is Ogun
This is
running?
what happens when you train on
Hogan
chickens.
speed walks
You
everywhere.
can never stand
Ogun
still.
speedwalks everywhere like a prick.
And by speed walk, I just mean he walks fast, so it seems like speed walking.
I was gonna say I'm gonna stay and chat with Drena, but if Drena's going, I guess I really have no reason to stay
I
behind.
know. I was just moving up to this boulder so I could get a better view of what's happening.
I'm just gonna take a seat on what I believe is a fence.
That is a fence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a seat and just watch what happens.
I'm gonna
It looks like it's gonna be entertaining.
gonna stand with one foot on the ward corpse, pretending I'm not like staring, but like I have my ear tilted just towards what's happening.
So what's-
But I'm facing-
Drana's sitting,
Ulfric, what the
Drana's
hell's
sitting
going
cross-legged on the rock, just sitting there staring at Ogun, going, "Oh boy, this ought to be interesting."
Ogun has his
Ulfric's
arms,
gonna mutter under his
has
breath.
his hands.
Wait. What's up with your what's this 2 of 3 bar on your token, Ulfric?
Those are spell slots.
Spell slots. Okay, I like to use that for AC. So if you're gonna do that,
Gotcha. I'll change it.
Ulfric, that's your AC. That's your H. Oh, let me. HP.
Sorry.
AC.
Ogun has his hands
Are there non-fire forges?
pocket in his pockets.
I just love dwarf
That
names.
is very clearly staring intently.
Any bets on what the big guy's gonna do?
I understand being this confrontational towards goblins, but it's just anyone, isn't it?
Eh?
I mean, we don't have time to kill every bandit and looter in the world.
I think,
Well,
personally,
probably.
the big guy might walk up and give a little smooch to the other guy.
At that,
I'm
at that
willing to
moment,
bet on.
Ogun sweeps Zolkin off of his feet, and then his biggest wedding.
Go squeeze heraldically.
All right. Out from the inn walks a blonde woman of the height Zolkin gestured with a. Is the flying snake supposed to have wings?
How does it fly?
That's what I'm
Magic.
checking.
Type of
Willpower.
eldritch horror. The snake
Nope,
willed
it is a
itself to
winged-
fly.
It is a winged serpent. It is a snake with wings. And
So
wrapped around her-
horrifying.
Still, I mean, dragons exist, so
I mean, if you think about it, a snake with wings is in fact a dragon.
Mole dragon.
I thought dragons weren't cold-blooded,
I don't know.
so they're not technically a reptile. Or is that too nerdy?
No, I
I
just,
thought dragons
don't
were
know.
cold-blooded.
I don't know. Let's suspend our disbelief on that for a moment and watch as this woman comes out from the inn with a winged snake wrapped around her arm, and before she says anything, she just does a little point like, look behind you. Zolkin whips around and is like, oh. What voice was I doing for Zolkin? It's been so. It hasn't even been that long. Oh, right. Like this.
You're doing that
Oh,
one.
Yes, I'm doing this one. Oh. Our friend was in the inn.
That's interesting.
And
What's that? Snake.
that's her pet flying snake. Have you never seen a flying snake before?
I mean, aren't dragons just flying snakes?
I mean, that's a good insult to them, but I don't suppose. And you guys notice that these
Well.
guys are walking past.
I'm actually facing that direction, funnily enough, because I have my ear turned to their conversation, so I guess I see them walk by me, yeah.
Yeah. And they go into the towers. They seem to be awaiting a further order.
That
hey-
doesn't seem good.
Yeah.
That seems suspicious to you?
It's a little
Listen.
suspicious.
I
You
know I
wanna
can crack a
twinkle
joke
toes
with you
behind him?
guys, but in all seriousness, that does not seem good. Yeah,
Would anyone like to place
maybe
a
we
wager?
should just go have a little talk with them. Maybe.
Would anyone like to place a wager that that's where the bridge controls are?
Oh, I know that's where the bridge controls are
Yeah.
for sure.
Is Daggerford? Daggerford isn't Mott and Bailey, is it? Anyone that's from a Mott and Bailey town, so far just Kate of Jeweltown. But let's see. Daggerford.
Sounds like a Pokemon trainer.
Can I enter the tower?
Slash one of the chains.
Sorry, I'm just double checking. Built on a hillside, the walled town. Okay. The door was left open, and he's just kind of sitting there, and you see he's rolling a cigarette.
Hey
Hello.
pal, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, Yeah, sorry. I saw you and your buddy come in here, so I was just making sure that you weren't gonna put the bridge up or anything, because me and my companions might need to head out soonish.
We're not doing jack shit till we receive the till we receive the signal.
Right,
So,
right.
and-
What's the signal? And just out of curiosity, what's the signal? No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm not at liberty to share our signals. I don't want them to hang me. All right.
Oh, sure. It's just, me and my teammates have been thinking of like a new signal because whistling never seems to work for us. So I was just wondering if you had any, ideas, or if we could like piggyback off of yours, because the whistling has not been working for us. You know what I'm talking about?
It gives it away.
Just through the doorway. I'm whistle deaf. It's a tragedy. My mother cried.
He's whistle deaf, so it would really mean a lot if you could just help us out.
Make a
I really
deception
appreciate it.
Oh, deception.
Yeah.
Do I have to make it? Or...
Hold on.
Cade's piggybacking, so Cade can make the check. Oh, I didn't know you could be whistle deaf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a really crappy condition. But he's had it his whole life, so it's.
Oh, that's even sadder because it's not like he once knew and then lost the ability to know. He just never knew. Oh my
Never
God.
knew.
Yeah,
I'm so
My
sorry.
mother was
Yeah.
a professional whistler.
But
it's awful.
Profound sadness.
You can do
But-
it. Oh, I should close the door. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So we were just wondering if your signal works any better. Or is
He
yours also a
shrugs.
whistle?
He shrugs. It's like we left the door open. It's a hand gesture.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah,
Just
I think
just
that could work for like line of sight reasons.
when you're in
I mean,
line of
you
sight,
don't always have that option,
Yeah,
but
well, usually you try to maintain line of sight with your comrades, and then
If I stare hard enough.
and if you stare hard enough, you might see through the wall. Exactly. I've never been
What?
able to
So-
get it to work, but if it works for you,
yeah. So if I can ask,
Yes.
how do these little like mechanisms work? Like,
it's a winch.
I mean, I know it has to be. Yeah, but like, can it be like, when you need to fix it and stuff, you probably like need to take the chain out. So I was just wondering if you knew
I don't know
how to take the chain out.
I'm not an engineer. I don't know how to do that. But
Don't know how to get it off the chain.
Shoot, well that seems dangerous. In fact, like I feel like this chain has been here for a while, and I'm just a little worried that it would like snap and cause one of us to get hurt or something. In fact, it would probably be like great if we could do some maintenance on it like right now. I'm sure it would be very helpful to the
There's
eventual
a fucking
citizens of these
crocodile in the
towns.
water.
I mean, if the chain snaps, all that's going to happen is that the drawbridge stays open.
Crocodile
So-
can get in. Way worse than a goblin.
Crocodile?
In the what? Oh, you didn't see the crocodile. Big fucker. Must have ate quite a bit of stuff, because when it swims in the water, you can hear it tick, tick,
Oh
tick,
shoot!
tacking.
I can't believe
if we
you
can hear
haven't
it-
seen the crocodile. Dude, you gotta go see the crocodile. Like I can stay here and look for I can stay here and watch for the hand gesture if you need. It's a really cool crocodile.
It is pretty
I'm
cool,
not even-
actually.
I'm
It
not
has
even
like
joking.
a scar over one of its eyes. It's very distinctive.
Yeah, I mean this is like an infamous crocodile, and it's. I mean,
Well, if it's
you're
infamous,
not
it's-
gonna want to like. You don't want to miss a chance to see it,
You
know.
can
And
tell your
right now
kids
you can
saw
see it
Scarborough off the
like
one eye.
perfectly safe from the bridge.
Well, I mean, the boss can see. The boss will be able to see if I walk out of the tower.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. They're having a conversation right now. And like I said, I will perfectly watch over, make sure that no one, brings it up early or anything or does it too late. Like, I will make sure that this, winch gets going when it needs to.
What's the worst that can happen? What are we gonna do
Wait,
to you?
but you
You're
said-
big, you're strong.
Oh, I'm flattered, but didn't you guys say that you would need to be on the other side of the drawbridge when it goes up?
That's
Oh,
why we're
yeah,
making sure
but,
it's
like-
secure.
I mean, it's more my friends that, like, I'd love to go with them, but, you know, I can put it off for a little bit, put off visiting home, just to help you guys out with whatever you need.
Also that.
Isn't a crocodile just a big lizard? I've seen lizards before. I can imagine what a crocodile looks like.
Okay, but you just gave yourself, like, the perfect reason to go see it. It's a big fucking lizard. Who doesn't want to see a big fucking lizard?
It's a big fucking amphibian.
Someone who doesn't want to be shot for abandoning his post.
You're not abandoning your post. You're switching it out. It's like a shift switch,
You're
you know?
Well, I
taking
just
a
got-
logistical and tactical stock of a potential threat to your position.
Oh, that sounds like it's more Zolkin's job. I just listen. I just do what Zolkin
Oh,
asks
I'm
me to
gonna
do.
tell him to look at the crocodile, but I mean, he's gonna walk by here and be like, "You'd even know there was a crocodile here? Like, you're gonna look like a fucking amateur."
Listen, I've been
It's
riding
basic
with,
perimeter checking.
I've been riding with him for months, and I'm trusting his judgment. And his judgment is that when we made it to town, I was gonna. And listen,
Wait, when you made it to town, what?
that I was gonna come here and be here for if we need to raise the drawbridge.
But why would you need to raise the drawbridge?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Why would the town not already have someone here at the drawbridge?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Listen, I'm not saying you're doing a bad job or anything, but the fact that you don't even know why it is what you're doing, I mean, I just think that maybe you should check in with Zolkin. Just check in, get all the details, then you can come back and be like, sure. I mean, okay, so I used to work for a theater company, right? And we had to make sure that the curtains would
Scott
open and
looks
close at
deeply
the right
confused.
time. And you gotta be on top of your shit, okay? So I'm telling you, just as a bit of advice, you might want to go talk to Zolkin, know exactly when your cue is.
He's alright. Well, back over to the conversation
Yeah.
happening with Zolkin at the same time. Yeah. So Zolkin, yes. Well, these people were here. How did you not notice them? What do you mean? And she was. What do you mean? How did I not notice them? I was hiding. Oh well. What were you hiding from?
I-
Goblins.
I can definitely hear this, right?
Yes, you can definitely hear this because there's a good, it's 6-7 feet between them, and it's more of a loud whisper. I was like, "What the fuck?" than a quiet one.
You don't really need to hide the fact that you couldn't see us, but if there's a reason why you wouldn't really expect us to be here, I'd love to know. I would hate to get in the way of business.
Hey, nothing's going on. We're holding down the fort. There's nobody here. What if more goblins come?
You
down the fort.
quite literally said that you're not here for goblins.
Well, I was here to meet up with her, and now we've met up with her, so now we can worry
Objection.
about
But you quite literally said you're not here for goblins. And I'm assuming
Well,
that if I had come up with the same excuse you just did, you'd have been like, that doesn't make sense. You said you weren't here for goblins. So, if you're gonna come up with a better excuse, I'd love to fucking hear it. You know what? You're kind of teetering off of Gordon to a bit of a person.
Yeah, my
I'm not
business-
gonna lie to you.
listen. Just because my business isn't directly with the goblins in that cave over there, if they come over here,
Well,
then they're my problem because I'm supposed to be here. We're
Well,
setting up shop. We're moving in.
when you came in here, though, I said, well, I'm sure you're gonna take care of the goblins here, so we can go to the cave. You responded, and Alfred, correct me if I'm wrong.
Will do.
We're not here for goblins. Am
That
I
sounds about right.
incorrect? That sound. See, yeah. So I'm quite curious.
When?
What changed in the sudden, within the last, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes?
You met the boss. That's
Because
the only thing I can see.
you said you were here to meet her. I'm assuming,
We've met up now. Now,
right?
yeah, this is where
No,
we've.
well,
Well,
I'm assuming
Zulkin.
that she's not from here.
Well, she can handle her own, is why she didn't run away.
Well, I'm assuming she's not from here. You said she was a day ahead of you,
She was
right?
multiple days ahead of us.
Oh, she was multiple days
I
ahead of you.
I misspoke. That's
So
my
that
bad.
further confirms she's not from here or moving here, I'm assuming,
No,
right?
we're all
'Cause
moving in.
she's-
We're setting up shop here.
Oh, for what? I'm just curious. Your group seems
We're
so.
mercenaries.
Oh, you're mercenaries.
Yes.
Who,
The,
out of
what's his
curiosity,
name?
like I'm a very well connected lad. He is not.
He's not well connected. He has one
I'm a-
connection, and the connection is to a secret society. That
I'm-
the name of which, and somebody knowing the name of this secret society is more of an alarm bell than them not. I'm just pulling up. Where is it?
I would love
Bullshit.
to know
Pulling
the
up the
name
bullshit.
of
Your band of mercenaries.
well, A, your band of mercenaries, obviously, but B, if you can divulge this information, your employer, because I may know someone, my friend right here might know someone, one of the many people who I was traveling with might know someone. So I'm
And
just,
we might be able to help you, and it would just
Yeah.
be so helpful if we could all
It would.
work together.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Factions.
Suddenly croning like a fucking gem appraiser, like, good quality, yes.
Colonel.
We're with
Colonel,
the,
I'm trying to speak into the band of mercenaries.
We're mercenaries working for the Zentarim.
Zentarim.
You've heard of us. We're the best mercenaries in. We're the best mercenaries on the third coast.
Zentarim.
Listen. I didn't read up on the setting. I just read things as they come up.
No, it's okay. I just was very confused.
Wait, how do you say it? Zentarim?
Zentarim? I mean, I don't think there's one definitive way. I just thought you literally said center rim.
Oh, center rim? No, Zentarim.
Yeah. I don't
We're
think
with the
there's a right way.
Do I make a history check to
It's
fantasy
fantasy garbage.
You would know.
Yeah.
No, you would. You don't need to make a history check. You would know that the Zentarim are a mercenary company, and that their banner, which I've just shown to everyone, and I will just show to everyone again, is a flying snake, a winged snake.
Oh, there's a snake.
There's a snake.
See, that sets off even more alarm bells. So
That's
here we go.
Colonel.
Colonel.
Oh yeah.
Colonel, I'm trying to
say-
sneak around Ravenstone, but I'm dummy sick, and a clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the cops.
Well, oh, earlier I said pigeon. You know, by pigeon just means by a flying creature, right?
not the pigeon bit. I'm sorry, it must have been very confusing. You said you were quote unquote nobody before, but the skills you displayed are quite well impressive to say the least. Like, no offense to the other men, right? Because
Well,
it's
they
very
haven't-
hard work being
They
being a
haven't been around
mercenary,
as
but
long. They're fresher.
They're
That's-
learning.
They're learning.
You-
That's why we're taking half a dozen men to do one man's job. They're not actually
Well-
here to do work. They're here to learn.
well, if they're here to learn, that wouldn't exactly make you a nobody, would it?
A nobody to somebody not within the Zentarim, but to anybody else, I'm just a merc from Zentarim.
Yeah, but
Ogun is like fucking grilling this dude, and he's so
Logan's
fine with
grilling
it.
the shit out of this dude with an 8 charisma.
I know.
Charisma.
He's just like,
Nah,
you
this
really
makes
think you can
sense.
verbally stand
This-
against me?
This makes sense. He is so disconnected from
He's so
society that he's
disconnected.
just like, I mean,
In his
I would
mind, there's
answer.
equations and lines connecting. And
He's
it's
just
like,
like, I don't
you suck
know.
deep.
Also, I don't know you. I have every reason to lie to your face.
That's a good point. I
Right?
wasn't even
Here,
thinking about
here.
that.
I'll show you. He takes off a ring he's wearing and he comes up and shows it to you. And it's a ring with the Zentrum logo. Here. Well, don't take it. Obviously, it's my ring. But like, look.
Well, obviously it's your ring, right?
Yes.
You don't take things from people without permission,
Usually.
unless they stole it.
Yes, you don't steal from someone unless the thing itself is already stolen. In which case,
Agreed.
the steal counters the steal, and so long as you're stealing it, and you're even doing something right if you're stealing it with the intent of returning it to the person who it was stolen from.
I agree. I agree with
Eh,
that.
just don't loot churches, orphanages, and graveyards. You'll be fine.
Exactly. Or out of character, exactly, because you're not over there. You're over with
Yeah,
Guardman
yeah.
here.
That's why I didn't say it in the sultry voice.
Yeah, you didn't say it in the sultry voice, but I accidentally said it in the character voice, so I'm canceling out my mistake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Rick, you're fine. You're fine. It's all good. Ooh, what does Ulfric think? What does Ulfric know? Ulfric would know that the Zentrum tend to be unscrupulous. And so
Aye.
it makes sense that a Zentrum mercenary wouldn't exactly give a shit about the goblins coming into town, but it also and Ogun would probably be churning on this too, since he's grilling the shit out of
Really
Sulkin.
the shit.
Like he's about to make some cheese.
that like he says they're setting up shop, but the Zentrum, they have a branch in nearby Waterdeep. Why would they need to set up? They have like an out. They do business. Unless they're trying specifically to do business with the people in Nightstone, which there's a noble and the innkeep whose name I was trying to find earlier, likes to send people on adventures to. Let me find the name of the guy and what he does.
I mean, the crocodile hasn't even starved to death. The timing of this is just too convenient.
The crocodile hasn't even starved to death. The timing was just too convenient. It's only been what you do and don't know. Well,
Think you can just get a moat with a pre-fed crocodile in this fucking economy?
he turns to Kellifer. He makes what can only be described. He makes a gesture behind his back, very very clearly, positioning his hands so that you can't see the gesture. And Kella starts walking this way. The snake, however, flies back to Sulkin.
Ulfric's gonna kind of just shuffle this way.
Ogun, not realizing the conversation that was had by the bell tower, whistles.
I mean, would Ogun even have realized what's going on, being so
He
caught
has
up
a
in
15 in passive perception.
Yeah, I know. You would have seen things. but
He's a
Yeah.
pretty
are you-
paranoid character, so
Yeah, he actually is really paranoid. So I imagine you would be taking the time to see that. Oh, almost everyone is moving around towards the drawbridge, and Kella
yeah.
didn't. And Kella and you probably didn't see him make the gesture because he was hiding.
Yeah, no.
But you would have seen him
Just-
like sort of try to naturally reposition himself to. And you would have seen.
Does Drenna see this?
Drenna sees people approaching. Skull would be able, probably, I don't know.
I think my back is turned. I'm
your back
facing
is
into the
turned.
door frame,
You're facing into the
participating
door
in
Mm.
participating in trying to get this man to abandon his post.
yes. So I am oblivious to this unless they get close enough to justify it by my passive perception. But it's not
Where
ridiculous.
are they going?
I don't know. Why would I know this? Kelly's her own
Um,
woman. She can go wherever she pleases.
Well, your men are following her, so that's already
Well, yeah, she's with
fucking
us.
suspicious.
She's also with us. She's also a Zentarim mercenary. She was out. She was. I don't remember what she was doing. I really wasn't paying attention.
I
Ogun?
don't quite like what you're setting up here.
Yeah. You're a fucking Percy, mate.
This man just has shady written on his forehead. Like, we just found this town like this.
You're absolutely a fucking Percy.
You call me a pussy?
Percy. It's
Pussy.
the name of a fucking car in this fucking book that I read. It taught me everything I need to know about people like you.
Oh my god.
You don't know the first thing you need to know about people like me.
Trust me, I fucking do. Skull!
Skull just like his head perks up and is like he turns. Suddenly more Scottish.
I wouldn't exactly let the blonde woman out the city. I feel like she might know
Oh.
something.
Don't worry, she's not. But what she does do is, what does she have? I'm pretty sure she has. Yeah, she does. She draws a hand crossbow from who knows where.
I was already ready to pull out my weapons, bitch. As soon as he said skull, I was like, it was the tone.
God.
Is this a sleight of hand or is this an initiative thing?
And Ogun looks at Zolkin and says, "You're absolutely a fucking Percy, and I can't
And,
wait bloody my knuckles against your fucking chin nut."
These
Chin
guys
nut.
have received their signal and frantically start pulling up the drawbridge. Everyone
I like
I'm just
turn
gonna
and just shout,
I'm
break
just
the
gonna yell at the
chain!
guy. I'm just gonna yell at that guy that I was talking to and say, "Shit, no, that was the wrong signal. You started too early."
Make a
Can I roll-
deception check. Make a deception check. Make it
We've
with
been having a good
disadvantage.
talk.
'Cause he knows.
Oh my god!
Oh my
But did
Don't
you-
break the chain. Fuck it. Break this man's mind.
But I'm sorry to
The
burst you
gas
guys'
lighting.
bubble, but I did say at disadvantage as we got into the.
Oh, right.
Scuffle
Sorry.
of
Let
it.
me do that again.
Just throw another one. I'm sorry to burst your.
Just
bubble,
throw another one?
But because
Okay.
because that is the signal, and he's also panicking, and he stutters a little. He stumbles a little bit, but you know,
Damn. We were
he
so
he
close.
has.
So, real quick, is this like a gear mechanism, like a winch or something?
It's it's let me read out if I can. Where is did I close?
Fucking
That's-
Eldritch Bolt the
Oh,
chain.
I think I closed.
Probably isn't resistant to the
So-
void.
So let me alter my question this way. Would I be able to jam it if I threw a weapon in it?
Maybe. There is winches.
I guess we could theoretically turn it against them and trap them in here with us, as opposed to us being trapped here.
I'm
Damn.
very curious about what.
Good potential for one-liners.
So both
I'm so
Doesn't-
glad this is how
see.
this went this time.
yeah. Each card contains a winch, and both must be turned to extend. Two watchtowers flank the entrance to the village, forming a gatehouse of sorts. Each tower contains a winch, and both mechanisms must be turned to extend or retract the chains that raise and lower the drawbridge. If both winches
So we
are
only need to
operated
stop one of them.
simultaneously, it takes one round to raise or lower the drawbridge by 30 degrees. In other words, the fully lowered drawbridge can be fully raised in 3 rounds. And so in the initiative, I'm going to mark the angle of the drawbridge.
But can I jam it with a weapon?
Can you gem it with a weapon?
Can it be jammed?
Make a intelligence check. Yeah, you can jam it with a weapon.
It's a crit
He didn't say
failure.
roll initiative.
Well, Miss
Are we rolling
Lady
initiative?
It is
has
initiative
rolled
time.
initiative.
It is initiative time.
I saw it.
You did seize it. Oh,
I was like, who rolled initiative? I thought it was one of you, and then I was like, wait a minute. That's a blonde woman.
Let's see. I got that guy. I got Zolkin. I got Kella.
Can you see that, or do I need to reroll?
I see it. Did you have your token selected?
I did not. That's why I was asking if I need to reroll.
You don't need a reroll. I just need to know that you didn't have your token selected so that I can add it in
Okay.
manually. Skull, Ulfric, Cade, Ogun, Drenna. And I got all the other NPCs. That way, is reaction before?
We're all fast as fuck, boy.
The reaction is always after its trigger.
Gotcha.
No, I'm out of beer.
Boy.
And the bridge angle happens after the bandits, because... Yes. Okay, so Drenna's up first. Drenna's had a hand crossbow pulled on her. And these other mercs have their crossbows out.
Okay. So, quick question.
Quick answer.
Would attempting to jam the machine with a weapon count as the use an object action?
That would be the use an object action.
Coolio. I would like to do that using my cunning action.
So between you and the
Oh, wait, sorry, not cunning action.
Between-
No, close that. sorry.
between you
Fast
and
dance.
the mechanism is an entire person.
Is an entire person. Well, excuse me.
I can move through.
Kick him
Okay.
onto it.
This man just pulled the biggest brain move.
Damn.
Sorry, can I just get in right there?
Shit.
You really said, fuck your physics. I'm small.
Then what weapon are you lodging in there?
I am lodging a dagger in there.
Okay, you're lodging a dagger. I'm imagining one of your
One of my mundane daggers.
one of
Yes.
your mundane daggers. Okay, that's your bonus action.
Yes.
And now this guy is visibly upset with you reaching between his legs to stick a dagger in the winch he's supposed to be operating.
Coolio, he can be upset. I'm flicking my trader's dagger at this woman. Can I get an alignment check on that one, though?
Give me a moment to double check the rule about the ranged attack. Because you are... Quick reference ranged attacks. When you make a ranged attack, you have disadvantage on the attack roll. You have disadvantage on the attack.
I would have disadvantage on it anyway. I believe I'm outside the normal throw range.
You're not.
I am not.
It has
Okay.
an extended throw range because it is made of a special metal.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't mind having disadvantage on the attack. That's fine.
What else? Oh, an alignment check. Make an insight check. Well, this person has just drawn a gun on you. Gun. I keep calling it a gun. That's a hand crossbow. Every time I say gun, imagine I'm saying hand crossbow. She just drew a hand crossbow on you. So I imagine she's not. So you imagine that she's not averse to violence, and you've also not done anything outright to slight her, other than maybe be prettier than her, but you don't know about that. You don't know what conclusions she's making about your appearance. All you know is that she's drawn a hand crossbow on you, mostly on prompting.
All right. Well, I'm flicking a dagger at her. Does an
That
18
hits.
hit?
That hits.
Yeah.
It has returning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah! It's a good thing I was. It's a good thing she hadn't taken the other damage. Hit. Turns. No kill. Which brings us to Cade, if Drenna doesn't move.
Jenna
Alright.
is not moving.
I'm just going to say to the guy, real quick, for what it's worth, I enjoyed our conversation. And then I'm going to, like,
I
point my
didn't.
hands. Oh, well, that's too bad. I'm gonna point my hands, like, right at, like, his hands and stuff and just cast Eldritch Blast
Alright.
to try and, like,
and as we
scarf
already
them
did-
beyond use.
And as we already discussed, that will be made a disadvantage.
Yes. And I get to do it twice, correct?
Twice. Okay.
Alright.
Hit. Roll damage.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Oh,
11 damage just to your hands.
Does that second one hit?
Hit. Roll damage.
All right.
22
awesome.
force to the hands directly.
that's a broken hand. At least.
I don't think there's anything visible left of the hand.
Yeah,
I said
and
at
that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Ogun. Combat has erupted.
Yeah, you're fucking Percy, mate. As he swings at Zolkin with the short sword.
Oh,
No, he
Roll
doesn't.
D100.
It does not. Yeah.
how does this rule work?
So, I'm thinking of a number. Or I roll a D100 as well. And if the numbers are within 10 of each other, I get to make something funny happen.
Mm.
Nothing funny happens. Keep going.
I do not want to become another punch bag character.
Punch him anyway.
We love Ishmael.
Yeah, no.
That hits.
And I'm changing the damage of the attack to lightning.
Lightning! Can you see his health bar?
No.
We can see none of the NPC's health bars.
Yeah, because I
we
didn't
go.
put them on the map. Give me just a moment. Okay.
And that's my turn. That's my
Okay.
full turn.
Ulfric.
Ulfric, because he turned to face this way after, several people seem to move to get around behind him. He's the crossbow pulled and shifts up this way, basically seeking to get the first blow on this guy. Whips out his axe and tries to clobber him across the face with it. Let's see here.
That's a good hit.
Which guy? That guy?
This man, yeah.
Hit. Roll damage.
And then I'm going to use Shield Master to attempt to take the shove as a bonus
Okay.
action against him and try to knock him prone.
Make a athletics check.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you knock him prone. I don't even have to roll. You can't beat that.
All right.
Back.
I was going to. Shift right here. Actually, I'll stay right there, and I'll just end my turn there.
Okay, ending your turn there. Sorry, I had to fix something on my recording. I pulled it up and saw that I accidentally changed the size of one of my boxes.
Slugs him in the face with the shield. Spits on him while he's down.
Yep, and you notice that you said you hit him when you hit him in the face with a shield, an image of a noose appeared where you hit him,
Interesting.
just as it did before.
On the
And
Yeah.
Ogun is able to see this.
Right.
And is that end, you said?
yes.
Skull!
Motherfucker was running around here giving people curse marks.
Indeed.
So Skull is, interestingly enough, not going to rush the woman who seems like the leader, but is instead going to rush to one of the piece of shit trainee squire boys. He's going to
Teach him not to fall on their ass.
take my hand axe, because that's the thing I likely would have drawn in like a quick moment.
Connects.
Rolling normally.
Miss.
Miss. Can't punch him with my offhand?
I suppose an unarmed strike is a light attack. Wait, you have two hand axes.
Oh, should I attack with my hand axe again?
Well, you would attack with the offhand hand axe. And the thing about two-weapon fighting...
I'd have disadvantage, right, on the offhand?
No,
No,
with
you
the
don't.
offhand weapon, you don't get your proficiency bonus.
No, you don't get your ability modifier to damage.
No. It was 1 to 2.
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
Yeah, so for the hand axe, it would just be a D6, right? D6 for your hand axe?
Yes.
Okay.
So no +4.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll,
That hits.
and then
And then before you roll, I have a way to integrate one of the effects of your shroud to the damage roll. Suppose I should pull up your sheet if I'm gonna make an edit to it. So it is with the hand axe. Alright, and then now you're able to do the hand axe. So, roll damage. So 3 damage with the offhand attack.
I was gonna say, yeah, I gotta take 4 away from that. Scritched him.
Just a little scritch.
And I end my turn.
Okay. Brings us to Kella, who has line of sight to Drenna. And
Alright, I'm gonna die. Good luck, everyone.
and pops a shot at Drenna as she walks up. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
9 piercing damage from the hand crossbow. And she's going to swing her short sword.
Why do these guys all
twice.
have multi-factor? That is 3 attacks, mind you.
Oh no, it's one. She's only swinging her short sword once.
Okay,
I misread.
I
The
heard
multi-attack.
twice.
Yeah, because I misread the multi-attack. She swings at Skull and misses because I'm assuming an 11 doesn't hit.
Does not.
I just looked at a meme when I shouldn't have. God, fuck. That ends her turn, which brings us to the bandits, who, and while Cade did absolutely mangle one of his hands, the other hand was kind of shielded by the rest of his body, and both bandits attempt to turn the winch. And Drenna, you see that with the multiplication of force, that mundane dagger just snaps as they turn the bridge 30 degrees. Bring us to Zolkin. Who slashes twice at Ogun. Ogun does a 23 hit.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna have
slashing
advantage on that.
Ooh.
How much damage?
Wait, hold on.
I have
Used his-
protection.
Ooh. Yeah, no, it still hits for 9 slashing.
Rip.
And then he follows up with a dagger. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
For 5 piercing.
Ow.
Which brings us to Drenna, because I forgot to have the rest of the bandits act.
Alright. Well,
And they just won't, because I forgot. That's my bad.
They're just startled at the sudden combat.
Yeah.
so
They're not
I am
professionals.
I'm going to steady aim to give myself advantage on this attack as I turn towards this guy who just broke one of my daggers because fuck him. And I'm gonna stab at him.
That hits. Nice.
And unfortunately,
And-
steady aim means so I can't move.
Yep.
So
Which brings us to Cade.
When you get to hell,
Combate.
tell him Cade sent you. Genuinely say that. It'll make my boss happy. Oh shit! I did damage first. That's my bad.
Roll a d100.
Roll a d100.
Yeah,
That's a crit fail.
That's right.
because you have disadvantage because you're firing from within 5 feet.
There we go.
Ooh.
this ought to be fun.
Nothing funny happens, but you still have another bolt.
Alrighty. Let me go over to my character sheet.
That hits, roll damage.
Alrighty. Oh, hold on. I clicked. Did the damage not come through? Okay, give me a moment.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
And you blast him, and he knocks him over, and you can assume he's at least unconscious. Which leaves you kind of free to move about. Well, free to take your movement. Free to take your movement without provoking an opportunity attack, at least.
Alrighty. For the moment, I'm just gonna step outside, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. Brings us to Ogun.
Right. Not fucking
Here's a key
bad.
point.
I only have one, so nah. Must swing at him.
That misses.
Short sword is not being nice to me today.
Short sword is not being nice to you, no.
Meanwhile, my hands. These hands.
These
These hands.
Yep. Okay. Hit. Yeah, that hits. That hits. 21 hits.
And this is gonna be slashing.
I imagine that his short sword attacks are disguised as feints, as he just punches him repeatedly in the face.
All right.
Just relax.
Are you moving? Are you schmoving?
No, I wouldn't be able to use a bonus action, so
You already used a bonus action.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to. So nah.
Okay.
Might
Ulfric.
yeah, that's it.
And if you're attacking the guy with the prone, you have advantage because he's prone.
Yeah. Ulfric's just going to lay into him with his axe.
It's advantage.
Oh, advantage.
Fish,
Right.
crit fish.
Yeah, that does hit, but do crit fish.
Crit fish.
Wrong type of crit.
Well, I mean, you did.
Wrong type of crit, but luckily you have advantage, so it doesn't count. So roll your damage.
That's hilarious.
And are you going to do anything with your bonus action?
Kick him.
Oh. Just while he's on the floor, just fucking kick him in the neck. Let's see here. I do have that as a bonus action. Let's see here. Do I have any other bonus actions? I do have. Obviously. If I did an attack on somebody, can I use Shield Master on somebody else?
It doesn't say you have to. Does it say you
Oh.
have to do it against the same target? don't
No.
know. Then
I don't
yes, you
think it
can.
does. Let me see. Attack, shove an creature within 5 feet of you with your shields. If you take an attack action on your turn, you can use bonus action. Oh, only when I take the attack action, I think is what it is.
Well, you did that, so
So I'm just gonna step right next to Zulkin. I'm going to try and
that
shove
does
him.
provoke an opportunity attack from the downed guy. If you're still, are you just taking the hit? Potentially,
Yeah, I'll take the potential hit.
he misses because he's prone and therefore has disadvantage. And you're gonna attempt to shove.
Zulkin over, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knock him prone. I gotta roll athletics, yeah?
Yep, athletics
Yeet.
against his athletics or acrobatics. Oh, you're rolling really good on that.
Nothing else, though.
And
Welcome to the life of a
you
D&D player.
You do knock him prone.
Just steps up and fucking punches him with the edge of the shield.
I'll have you know, you're reminding me of this meme I saw online where there's a 20th level fighter goes into a fight, and all he does is he spends 8 attack actions just tripping everyone so that they're all on the floor. And then when he's done with all of them, he too lays down and goes, "I would like to convince the BBEG that we've all been turned into snakes."
Oh. No, it's good for me to see to accidentally see your stuff at times. I forgot about that. The unarmed strike or improvised weapon. Okay. Is that end?
Yeah.
Which brings us to Skull.
Spits on him and he's falling on the floor.
I meant to do this one.
Raging. Excellent.
Yeah, do I have to hit a special button on my sheet or something to rage, or?
So the only button you have to press below all of your attacks is the global damage modifier, rage damage.
Done.
And that'll add your. Sorry, I saw that you're trying to edit everything.
Okay.
Or at least it shows me that you're trying to edit everything, which is.
I was just reading a bunch of stuff, and then I am also going to Frenzy, which I have to announce when I start raging, but will only apply on the next turn.
As a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. Okay. Very cool.
Who needs to train for attacks when you can just get really, really mad?
Yeah. All right.
And so I guess, let's see here. I have half damage to most damage types, advantage on strength. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so it looks like I just get to,
You get a little bit of extra damage on your attack.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
rage damage does apply when you're dual wielding, but you're not dual wielding. But like your bonus action attack isn't gonna be a dual wielding thing, it's a frenzy thing, so it doesn't matter which hand you attack with. Cool.
Okay, so how many attacks can I make into... Oh, well, I can only do 2 for this turn.
You can only do 1 this turn because you don't have... Because you used your bonus action to enter the
Because I
rage.
raged. Yep,
And
you're
then
right. It's only 1 attack.
And on your subsequent turns, you'll be able to make 2.
Right, and no advantage on the hand axe swing, right?
You can make a reckless attack.
Right, that's what I have to do for that.
Yeah. But
You know what?
but
Fuck it.
a
I'm going
reckless
all in.
Okay, reckless attacks.
Let them have advantage attacking me. I take half damage anyhow.
Yeah, I think that's the point. That's the point of it. So you take half damage anyhow, so them hitting you twice as often evens out.
Yeah, so I'll attack with advantage because it's a strength weapon on the hand axe. And I need to declare who I'm attacking first. Hold on
Yes.
before I roll.
Yes, thank you.
You know what? I'm still gonna fucking. I'm gonna keep up. I'm gonna be a persistent boy. I'm gonna continue to not attack the leader lady, and I'm gonna fuck up the squire. Or attempt to.
Hit.
Yes.
Nice. Look at the roll. Like hover over the number.
11226.
It's hilarious.
Listen, sometimes the dice are good, other times you just need the right kind of modifier.
Sometimes you need to make the dice good. Which,
That's the skill way.
yeah. And I'm really so I mean, it's better that you have better damage ranges, which is actually really good for you as a barbarian because barbarians tend to favor single damage dice weapons over multiple damage dice weapons because of the brutal critical feature at later levels.
Of course. Naturally.
Yes.
Nerd stuff.
But that is. Are you moving?
Oh, fuck no. I'm getting in the thick of it, and I love it.
In the thick of it. Which brings us
Into
to
the
Kella,
thick of it.
who is going to do a Dark Souls dodge roll.
Uh,
And
She's gonna disengage.
disengage. And then loading. Loading is a bonus action, correct? I should just know these things instead of having to check them. Where's the equipment? There's equipment.
I'd say
Oh,
when
is it?
Skull rages. Oh shit. I was wondering if I'd have more time.
Oh, no, you have time. Loading. Oh,
I was gonna say when Skull rages that he uses, or he chants in Giantish, but then I'm like, but someone here speaks Giant, so I'd have to figure out what he's actually chanting, so I'm like, I guess I have to write it first.
Oh, okay. I was just double checking the loading property. Like, do you have to? Because this is once again a relic of me starting with a different edition. You don't have to use any kind of action to load your loading weapon. You can only, but you can only fire once with the loading weapon. So she backs up and fires at Skull for 11 piercing, which halves to 5.
Question:
Yes?
did she disengage as a bonus action?
Yes.
That sneaky bitch.
That's what the Dark Souls... I mean, what you saw is that she Dark Souls dodge rolled and Skull didn't have the opportunity to smack her.
That sneaky bitch.
Her adaptation was too high. Her adaptability.
Which brings us to the bandits. And this guy is going to make an assumption and fire at Cade. And, now that he's lined up, he can see the assumption is correct. And he fires at Cade. Because, seeing somebody that isn't the guy who's supposed to be in there walk out, that communicates some things. But he's also kind
We
of...
found him like that. Hold on.
But he's a short shot, so... See, this guy spends half his movement getting up, and he moves over to Ulfric and swings his scimitar at Ulfric. A 14 definitely doesn't hit. This guy fires at Ulfric. Does a 20 hit?
22 hit though.
2 piercing damage.
Ow.
And then the one next to Skull swings at Skull. Why did I close the page? Because I'm a fool. Jesus Christ. And you
Make me
take
bleed.
3 slashing damage halved to 1.
Am I supposed to be reducing my own health, or?
Yes, you are. Sorry.
Whoops.
So you've taken a total of 6 damage.
-6. There we go.
And then that brings us to Zolkin, who's
Thank God I have so much health.
Yeah. Who stands up and starts swinging, and you can see, and there's also a news where he was sort of like painted on him, where he was struck by the shield, and he sees that, and he starts swinging at Ulfric. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Takes 7 slashing.
Um.
Then he
Can
falls
I trigger Hellish Rebuke from that?
You can.
I would like to blast this man with fire as he strikes me with. Yeah. How do I?
Did I put it?
It's not on my spell sheet.
Here, let me put the spell on your sheet. Because did I say anything special about it from the shield?
Without
Without
without using a spell slot, use your spell casting ability. Spell casting thing for your save DC. Use Fate Sure. You can't use it again until next dawn unless you use a spell
a
slot.
spell slot. So the first time you don't have to use a slot.
Yeah.
Every subsequent time you do. And that's just following how. That's just following a style change from that I noticed. It should now be on your sheet.
Alright.
Is weird.
Yeah, right there. 2d10 fire.
He failed, so he takes the damage.
What do I get? 10 fire damage.
It's not bad.
Tries to block the blow with my shield, and it
and
just
his dagger-
incinerates him.
And he did try to hit you with his dagger, but he missed, which brings us to Drenna.
Coolio. So I'm gonna steady aim again, and I'm gonna try to hit this guy again. But I would like to ensure that the damage is non-lethal.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hit. KO.
Coolio. And just real quick, hopefully without anyone noticing, I would like to place a healing potion by his now unconscious body.
Yeah, it's that'd be definitely using an object. So you can do that.
Okay, well in that case I'll have to wait till next turn.
Yeah. Which brings us to Cade.
Quick question. The 2 beams that I can, shoot, those can go to different targets, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So first one, I'm sending at the the possibly unconscious body to make sure that he's dead. Because I told him to tell, anyone in hell that I sent him so that I could get some credit with the devil. and I'm gonna make sure that happens.
Okay,
So,
that hits.
alrighty. Do you want me to do damage as well, or just move on?
No, damaging. It does. The damage doesn't matter unless it would have been massive damage, which you can't achieve. So,
Yeah. Next, I'm hitting the dude that like tried to shoot me and is right in front of me.
roll damage.
Much
Alrighty.
Nice.
Alrighty, and that will end my turn for the moment.
Okay. Ogun.
Right. Yeah. I'm assuming Dickhead got up.
Dickhead did
Yep.
get up.
Yeah. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it with the short sword one more fucking time.
Hit.
Nice set this time.
Hit.
And this is gonna be fire damage.
Nice.
And I must stay right fucking here under the protection of my friend.
Ulfric.
Yes. The sword's gonna kind of stab me, and Ulfric's gonna mutter, "Klein didn't help me," and then he's going to go again to strike at Zorkin. Battle axe,
That misses.
and again we're going to do the shove to knock him prone because I want this man on the floor.
Okay. Roll athletics.
Sit down. Oh,
He
that didn't work.
evades it.
Dark Souls dodge roll.
He didn't
With that,
Dark
I
Souls
am-
dodge roll. but he. But that does. Are you moving?
He lagged a little bit, and your swings went through
Right. Assuming you're not moving, that brings us to Skull.
The land cut out for a second.
him.
Mm-mm. There's gonna be a whole lot of reckless attacks.
Okay.
Gonna throw the first one at the closest guy to me.
Hit.
That hits, right?
Yep.
Did I kill him?
You did not.
Fuck, okay. Here comes the offhanded attack.
Well, it's not offhanded because you get a normal attack with your frenzy. So it does have the proper bonuses because you're in a frenzy. course.
I think he's dead.
I think he's dead, Jim.
He is certainly dead. At the very least, he's no longer able to fight.
Alright. I'm just gonna gingerly rage my way over to re-engage with her. And I don't think I can attack again, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, because I knew I got an extra attack, but I don't know if my offhanded attack somehow ate that up.
No. So when you're dual wielding, you can use your bonus action to make an attack with your offhand. When you're frenzying, you can make a bonus action to make another attack.
Okay.
So that brings us to Kella, who is going to swing her short sword at him a couple times. The first attack misses, and the second one hits for 7 piercing, halved to 3, and 5 poison, for a total of 8 damage. And I need you to make a con save. Oh wait, I need you to make a con save before the poison damage. So 7 halved to 3.
Okay. Whoops.
So don't take the 5 damage yet.
Might have accidentally.
Well then, nice. So it's not 5 poison, it's 2 poison. So if you took the full damage already, give yourself back 3 hit points.
Okay. Woo!
And she swings again. Or no, she swung twice. The second one hit. I know words. Brings us to the bandits.
Word.
And then this bandit is gonna back up before firing at Cade. Because holy shit, this guy's magic. What the fuck? He didn't sign up for this. He in fact didn't sign up for there to be any resistance, but he, expected there would be because, of what
Oh,
we're
so he
doing.
backed up over the dude I fucking brained.
Yeah, and he misses. And then there's the,
It's like a scene of a war movie.
yeah. This bandit fires bubble bolts at Ulfric. Here we go. And hits Ulfric for 4 piercing damage.
God damn it.
And then the one next to Ulfric swings at Ulfric for 0 damage because he misses. Which brings us
Idiot.
to Zolkin, who swings twice. Once at Ulfric for a miss, and once at Ogun
I'm gonna post
for a miss.
disadvantage. Yeah.
And then dagger at Ogun for another miss. And I
Fuck this
accidentally went to clicked one of my bookmarks. I am fucking livid.
He's okay.
It happens to the best of us. I know. It just means I need to reopen sheets. But luckily, I was smart enough to move sheets around. Mostly. And
Not gonna lie. At first I heard you say you were gonna reopen your cheats, and I'm sitting here going, what?
Just the Gmod gun appears and he floats up.
No.
They're right
Is
in
it
the
wrong that
floor.
I'm getting sleepy?
It is not a problem that you're getting sleepy. If we're getting tired, we usually go for about 2 hours. This isn't abnormal.
I started frenzying raging to speed up the combat.
But Zolkin's attacks all missed, which brings us to Drena.
Just sucks working an 8 hour and then, like, brain power.
Yeah.
Math.
So we're fast handsing a potion to. I'm just setting it next to him, and I'm not actually using it on him. But I assume the drawbridge has ceased its rise.
It has ceased its rise, but it does. But with how secure the winches are, it is staying at that 30-degree slope.
That's fine.
Stay there until we're done.
Okay.
Nobody can get out or in with that much trouble.
And saying so, I'm pretty beat up. I'm gonna
Right
keep
back.
my distance here, and I'm just gonna chuck my dagger at this bitch.
All right, and you do get sneak because of where Skull is.
Yeah, chuck.
Hit.
Does 16? Yeah.
Nice. Alright. Are you gonna move? You can actually move this time.
I can't actually move this time. Yeah, I'm actually going to dip inside here and try to use the wall for cover.
Okay, the wall can actually give you full cover. But you have
Nice.
to peek out from it to attack. which is
Of course.
Cade.
Alrighty. I think, yeah. I'm gonna do Tentacle of the Deep on this spot right here.
Hey,
Sure.
the tentacle.
Erotic.
God, tentacle.
We have.
I've seen
we have
enough hentai to know where this is going.
Yeah, get it all out now.
Niyamate, precise.
Is this a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare?
Don't continue that joke unless Cade perpetuates it. All right. That's the kind of joke that's very tiring very quickly. All right, make your attack roll. It should already be on your sheet.
Hold on.
Also, I
I
totally
gotta
forgot you had that. So when I was piloting you yesterday, I didn't use it. Your uses are normal. Your uses are marked.
Yesterday.
Listen.
It was just. Cade's gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Listen,
away.
Mr. shares a brain cell with Drew.
I've worked 33 hours since the last time we played.
Listen, I was told that you wouldn't know what I was talking about if I used the wrong word. So,
Okay, last week is what I meant.
okay, I'm gonna know.
I fucking made my bed. Now I have to lay in it. I'm upset. Anyways, do you have a attack roll?
I do not have a specific button for it. No.
Here, let me give you a button for it because I like making buttons.
That is fair. I would appreciate a button and would be very grateful.
Because I'm making the button, it is going to have a funny name, and you can change the name later.
Sounds good.
Are you giving it the same name that
I am giving it.
Maldetto had?
Yeah, I am giving it the same name that Moldetto had.
Wet slap.
1d8
What?
with no bonus. No bonus.
Be a hilarious name for an attack.
Wet slap. Oh. Wait, wet noodle slap. Okay, it's a different name, but it's
Wet noodle slap.
wet noodle slap.
Wet noodle slap.
All right.
It's a very specific type of attack, but you know exactly what it feels like despite never being hit by it.
All right. It's at the bottom of your list, Cade. It's called the wet noodle slap. I know the text can be a little hard to read.
It'd be funny
Alrighty.
if the ability name.
Let me know if it hits.
It hit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that
that's a
hits.
crit.
That hits even if I don't want it to.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up.
You clicked the wrong button. You only rolled 1d8.
Oh.
The d8.
Terribly sorry.
It's all good. Just.
Are you clicking the name of it in the chat? Because it should auto roll crits.
Yeah, you should definitely click whenever you click the name of it in the chat for future
Okay.
reference. Just for now, just throw another d8.
Alrighty.
Hail.
Terribly sorry. I don't crit very often.
I wasn't doing that.
Well, now we all know. Don't worry.
Yeah. And I believe that was just my bonus action, correct?
That was just your bonus action. Yes.
Alright, let's Eldritch Blast this guy. Let me know if that
Eldritch
hits.
What?
Hits. And kills. Which means you have another bolt to
Alrighty.
send wherever you please.
I'm gonna send my second bolt at this lady down here. Let me open that up again.
Boy, I hope she has a fuck ton of health. I have a lot of frenzy swings.
Does that hit?
Hits.
I'm gonna get a point of exhaustion for this. Want to get its money's worth.
Alrighty, and that will be the end of my turn.
All right, brings us to Olgun.
It's your last key point.
You have a feature
Not low enough.
that you haven't used. You know you can use that for your attack, right, Ant?
What you talking about, Willis? You mean the breath weapon?
Yeah, the breath weapon thing.
I used it once.
You've used it once. Well, okay.
Mhm.
You can use it once more, before your long rest. I just.
Please note, there's also a tiny flying snake we need to kill.
That's true. So I'm a punch.
Gonna punch. Who are you punching? Sulkin?
Solkin.
Okay.
He's sulking in a corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch him with regular punch damage, and then
Guess
what's he
that's
say on
bludgeoning.
here?
What?
No, I gotta make sure. You make an attack and forces creatures to make a save within an area defined as a line or cone. You may make the cone or line up to X feet longer, where X is 5 times your proficiency bonus. Okay, so longer does not necessarily mean better, but if it's a cone,
If it's a cone, you
I'm
can
going.
hit all three here.
I'm gonna use a. I'm gonna use the. Gonna use an acid breath weapon.
Okay.
War crime?
Probably, but does Ogun believe?
Most likely.
But does anyone in the party believe in war crimes?
I don't know what they are yet. So
They haven't been invented.
I believe they exist. They're kind of like Pokemon, though. Gotta catch them all.
and
Alright,
personally,
you know how Jenna feels about war crimes.
This is a list of all school shootings in America. You can
And-
help by expanding it.
personally,
No,
if
please
we
no.
win, as history goes, if we win, there were no war crimes committed by us.
Fair enough.
History is
And that's
written by
why
the
there are,
victors.
No, that is
and that's
actually
why
what
there are
happens.
war crimes in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Don't you mean New America?
No, we lost that battle. We lost that war. We
Never lost a war.
Yeah, and Australians lost the war to emus. What's your point?
Well, Australia isn't real because they lost war to
Here's the
emus.
question: Was there
Australia
war
ceased to
crimes
exist.
against the emus?
Pretty sure that would just be crimes against nature. And I wasn't able to find. Sorry, it took me a second to find the stat block for one of these.
Little flying dragon.
guys, little flying dude. Yeah.
Winged snakes aren't particularly strong. I think the most annoying thing they can do is attack and retreat, if I recall.
Couldn't you
Here's
just-
But it didn't
Verbiage.
die.
You just shift double click the token and pop up its token?
It's shift double click. Oh, I wish I had remembered that. Okay. Okay. Moving on to Ulfric.
Did they
Ulfric.
save?
Alrighty.
Fail?
Oh, did they save?
Oh, you see, they take damage. You can't really see whether they save or fail. This isn't. It's not that kind of feature where it's obvious whether they save or fail.
Mm-hmm.
You just see that they're in the. It's a case where they take damage and. Oh wow! It's 20-foot cone automatically. That's crazy. And you can now it's
30 feet.
30-foot cone because of your item.
It's a big cone.
It's
That's a big cone.
I don't think it's as big as like Code on Cold or anything, but it's gonna get big. Anyways, Ulfric, it's your turn.
Ulfric. Yeah.
Ulfric.
He is again going to try to take a swing at that boy. Fuck.
I've seen a lot of nat ones thrown this match.
If it's between a 10
I'll
and
have to-
if it's 10 to 30, I get to make something fun happen.
Flash roll. D100.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Close.
I meant to whisper myself that and forgot. So oh well.
Can
Still have a bonus action.
I At least knock him on his ass.
Can you knock him on his ass? Let's see.
Come on, consume one of those 3 fucking things if I can't stab him. Ugh.
And you knock him on his ass again. And you see
This time, stay
This
down.
seems like very intentional bullying.
that the noose, the image of a noose on him, migrates from where it was to around his neck.
Oh. That's my turn.
That is your turn. Bring us to Skull.
Ooh, the bastard man. Where's my axe?
Where's my axe?
This deep in the rage, I'm just feel blood drunk, swing axe, kill person in front.
Hit. Okay, she's still alive.
Swing axe again.
Hit.
Ooh. Is that my last rage?
Rage lasts
Your
for
rage,
10
your rage
turns.
lasts for a full minute.
Yeah, so
10
10
turns.
Oh, okay.
So it
Okay.
lasts,
One rage lasts 10 turns.
it lasts 10 rounds, right? 10 of your turns.
And I end my turn.
All right. And Kella is going to swing twice.
I feel like morale would be really bad, but
Yeah, she's not going to swing twice. She's going to Dark Souls dodge roll. Go over here and fire a bolt at Skull.
god damn it. Should have stayed in melee.
For 9 piercing damage.
Which is halved, right?
Yes, which you have halves to 4.
Okay. I'm glad.
Yeah, no, she didn't roll an 8. She didn't roll 18 damage. She rolled 9. Brings us to
It's like she's fucking going for some
Man,
kills, man. I'm gonna need a rest after this fucking fight. Be exhausted, I'll be near death.
yeah, Bandit next to Ulfric swings at Ulfric and misses. Bandit across from Bandit slightly less close to Ulfric shoots at Ulfric and hits for 3 piercing damage with a
God.
crossbow bolt.
Damn it.
Brings us to Zolkin, who spends half his movement getting up and continues
Idiot.
swinging at Ulfric.
Leave me alone, god damn it.
A swing at Ulfric, a 19 for 5 slashing damage.
Ow.
A swing at Ogun, which misses, and
Okay.
a stab with a dagger at Ogun, which also misses. Brings us to Drenna.
Coolio.
We're doing way better on this side of the map compared to that fucking side.
I've been missing half my attacks.
They haven't killed a single person. We're literally about to finish off the boss.
Yeah.
Shit,
Cool,
we
I
spared a
can
guy
believe
and knocked him unconscious
fair.
just for fun.
To be fair to us, we only have 2 people. You have 3 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
don't
Skull
have
is the
nearly
average
as many
fighting
actions.
power of 1 battalion of halflings, which is equivalent to 2 people. So,
What the fuck?
So I'm coming up here and I'm chucking my dagger.
You're halfling.
'Cause I can, I want to.
this is just real talk shit.
That hits.
Uh.
Nice.
Also, it's only because
Still
the magic
alive.
dagger comes back. Fucking Mjolnir with a fucking razor blade.
Mjolnir razor blade.
Isn't that just Kratos' ass?
If I'd
Oh,
have had any sneak
Mhm.
attack damage added to that,
Yeah.
I fucking died.
Oh, can I get me one of those? Can I get me a Kratos axe?
Maybe.
Not one of those that comes
Can I
back.
use my cunning action for anything good? Oh,
Dash.
I can use my cunning action to dash. Coolio. I'm using my cunning action to dash.
To return
But
to return to cover, or
Can I cover behind this boulder?
The boulder is going to protect the small child.
the boulder would give you half cover against Kella.
Good. That's all I'm aiming for. Because Kella's the one I currently have aggroed.
Just a Cade.
The boulder shall
Alrighty.
be here for the small child.
Let me move to right there, and let me take the ruler real quick. I just need to check something.
I
Haha!
could use the assist.
Just within. Okay, so I want to use my bonus action and move the tentacle, like, right here. Or, oh wait, hold on, I have to ping it.
So you move the tentacle.
Right.
So reading the tentacle and so it would use another use of the tentacle to put it right here.
Ah, right, it would, hold
Because
on a second.
you can only move it 30 feet.
Right. Okay. In that case, hold on, give me a moment to think. I'm thinking.
I mean, you can move it 30 feet.
All right. For the moment, for the moment, I'm gonna move it to right there, to that one. And in the description, it says I can move it and repeat the attack. So am I able to use that with the same bonus action?
Yes, that is move and repeat the attack, same bonus action.
Okay, awesome. So gonna use it on that guy. Gotta switch to my core page. The wet noodle slap.
Hits.
Alrighty. 1d8 cold. Alrighty. And then I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast, and I want the first beam to hit her, and the second beam to hit this guy.
Okay, roll them both.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna do damage as well instead of asking if it hits or not.
There's a way you can set that on your character sheet.
Yeah, you can set that. And both hit and both kill.
Alright.
Pew pew.
Which is really funny because when I was piloting you, you were stealing so many kills.
Things never change.
Some things never change.
Which brings us
Sorry,
to Ogun.
I figure it's better to take her out now before she can, like, hurt
Oh,
anyone
no,
else.
absolutely, absolutely.
Listen, nobody called dibs on the final blow, so you're not.
Yeah, no,
you're not,
no one called dibs.
You're not really stepping on any toes. At the very least, you can bring up that nobody called dibs. It's Ogun's
Fair
turn.
enough.
Roll D100.
No.
All right, you just miss.
Sweet.
How many crit fails has that been so far this combat?
So many.
There's
That-
fucking.
that
That's like the fourth one from
unfortunately-
this side. I'm pretty
That
sure.
unfortunately misses. Are you moving?
This combat's been
If I can
dragged
get
out
hit,
so long.
I prefer not to.
Okay. Brings us to Ulfric.
I try to cut him in half.
That misses.
God damn it! Is he still down? No, he's not down. So naturally, we gotta make him sit down again. Sit. Fuck!
Well, it's contested, so he can still fail, but he doesn't.
Damn it!
Brings us to Skull.
Turn off your goddamn lag switch.
Bro is just clipping through our punches. I don't appreciate it.
This is why it's taken so long on this side. Every time we try to hit this fucker, he just like jitters back and forth.
His connection just
It's
takes it
unstable.
down. Just ha.
It's literally just fax noises, the fax machine noise.
I'm just gonna attack her corpse.
Okay. I
Sorry.
suppose that does count to maintain your rage.
Either
Because it doesn't. Let's see. Does it say you have to hit a living creature?
way, I'm still gonna do it, but that's a good question. If I just
Nope.
mutilate a corpse,
Yeah, you can just. Jeez.
get
Doesn't
freaky
say-
with it.
It just says you have to attack a hostile creature, not that the creature has to be alive.
Me and
But
this
is it
corpse
still
have a pretty
hostile
hostile
if it's no longer
relationship.
alive?
I think
I think. I mean,
that's like the deep
so
rules.
so the thing is, if that were the case, attacking an undead creature wouldn't.
But
But
that's
you
a
undead
hostile
couldn't be
undead creature.
hostile.
It's trying to kill you. If like
I
this,
mean,
this was once a living thing,
she was trying to kill you.
but now
but
she's
I'm-
not because
I'm
she's
gonna-
dead.
I'm gonna
Her corpse is mean mugging. If it fell on me, it could hurt me. I'm just securing my.
I'm saying that this was. I'm saying this person was hostile. That's still a hostile creature, even if it's a dead one. Speaking of,
Alrighty then.
brings us to the last bandit, who
Would
Seeing
Scott
how
his
this-
rage even recognize living and dead?
that's up to Skull. That's up to you. Who, seeing how the tides have turned, begins running away.
Or
When
Actually,
they're getting their asses kicked so hard that dead people are starting to get
Yes.
fucked up again.
yeah. So we can only go like this, which does unfortunately bring him here. And then Zolkin, on his turn, uses his bonus action to direct his flying snake to also run away. It does not provoke opportunity attacks because it's yes. It has
Because it's yeah.
because it's
Evasive or whatever it's called.
flyby.
Flyby. I
It's-
hate that fucking rule. It's such bullshit.
Yeah, but that brings us to Drenna.
kill the snake.
Kill the snake.
Kill the
Kill the
snake.
It's seen too much.
It's seen too much. Oh, first let's see what I can find. Let's see. Oh, with my normal movement, I can get to here, and I do not see that snake.
Snake? Snake is here.
You don't see it behind the dude?
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I lost track of it. Coolio. It's right there. Why not? I'll chuck a knife at it. Chuck a knife.
Miss.
Damn. Coolio. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash towards this guy. Because these guys seem to be having trouble.
Which brings us
Trouble when
to
the actual
Cade.
boss is actually like
switch.
halfway dead and
Not
like
even halfway dead.
Alrighty. I'm
He's
going
not halfway
to
dead.
Eldritch Blast one beam on the snake and one beam on this guy, and as I do it, I'm going to yell, "I will let you live if you convert to Satanism and spread his good word."
All actively attacking.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
the second one hits,
Uh-oh.
but for the first one, roll
In
a
the wheel.
D100.
In the wheel.
Alrighty. Give me
The
just a
wheel
moment.
of fate goes round and round.
The
Nope,
wheel of
nothing,
misfortune.
Nothing funny happens. The spell just kind of peters out. Peters out like a weak ejaculation. And is that end? Is Cade moving?
I'm going to use my bonus action to shift the tentacle to right here.
Okay, I'm assuming you're attacking.
And I'm gonna have it attack Zulkin. So let me pull that up. Wet noodle slap.
That
The wet
misses.
noodle flap.
It's like
Alright.
if Cthulhu was also a Roomba. It's just slowly going around, tentacling.
It's a little You just hear some wet, sloppy sounds, and it's just like shimmying across the floor.
I like to think that there's just like a crevice of like black water that it has emerged from that is like sliding across the ground, and yeah,
Like it keeps
just
puddling, but no one
helicoptering.
knows from where, and it never runs out.
yeah,
Oh.
it's like a moving puddle.
Speaking of moving, is Cade moving?
I had a nightmare about that
Um,
once.
I'm gonna say no. Cade's not gonna. Actually, Cade will move. Cade will take one step forward. So if this guy moves, it's gonna provoke an opportunity attack, in which I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
All
Brings us to
right,
Ogun.
that'll end my turn.
Punch.
Miss.
No.
Hit.
Punch. I'd like to roll that high.
Cold.
Brr. End? Is it end?
Hang on, he's thinking about it.
You can't occupy the same space as
Punch.
Chemical.
More?
At the tentacle? God damn it.
But so long as you move to any one of the other unoccupied squares that is adjacent to him,
Flank?
it does not provoke opportunity. Flanking, fortunately, is not a rule in 5e because that would
I know.
really. Well, no, Owen said flank, and I'm
Oh, I would get fucked.
yeah. Speaking of, Ulfric, it's your turn.
Please. Please.
That misses.
That's the best he's rolled, too. That's the fucked up part about that.
Down. Sit
Ooh.
down.
Ooh, he might be able to get out of it.
Someone at
But he
some point should
doesn't.
explain to Ulfric that the shield is not the one he needs to keep hitting people with.
You're prone.
Crying.
He's prone again, right?
Yes.
All right.
That is the third time I have knocked his ass on the floor.
This would be
And-
more useful if his turn wasn't after you.
And
It really would be.
the painted the image
The
of
noose?
the noose around his neck goes from looking painted to looking real,
Oh.
and his eyes widen because he has no idea where this rope just came from. Skull,
I have
it's
no
your
idea
turn.
where it's coming from. This is scary.
So I have advantage on strength checks, right?
Yes.
Throw her corpse at him.
I was going to actually try to beat her corpse with the warg's corpse,
God damn it.
if that's possible. What roll would I need to make to make
See-
this happen?
What's your
We
strength
laugh-
score?
It's 18.
No, you can just do that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's the warg an improvised weapon.
The warg is an improvised weapon. Yes.
I have proficiency with the warg corpse.
Oh.
We laugh
Okay.
now until we have to be the ones to calm him down.
Anyways,
Just let him burn through his rage.
that brings us
Let him work it out.
to the bandit who is going to use his bonus action to send the flying snake over the. I'm introducing Pythagoras. Sorry.
How dare you?
Pythagorean theorem.
Kind of fucked up, not gonna lie.
The game was erased all the way. It didn't go there.
50.
He's trying to chuck it over the wall.
He's not throwing it. He's telling it to go, and I'm figuring out how high it gets as it goes.
Oh god, I bet that snake fucking speaks common. It's like I
So,
can tell you
But
exactly who did
Draconic,
this shit.
I understand it, so
So it gets over the wall and it's 30 feet in the air. So you can still see it. So I'm representing it there just so you guys can still see it because it's 30 feet over because it's 30 feet up,
I
which is
ain't hitting
15
it.
feet over the wall. Yeah. Which brings us, and he's gonna actually disengage. Gonna do a Dark Souls dodge roll. It means he can't get as far, but it also means that Cade won't stab him. Which brings us back to
What he
Zolgan,
thinks.
Sadly, this fucker on the floor. I'm gonna keep him there.
who's going to stand up, and you see him hesitate.
As he goes, "Stop knocking me on the ground, you fucking jackass!"
He drops his weapons and puts his hands in the air.
Do I
Alright.
hit him again with the shield to see what happens?
You win.
I don't trust that.
Hit him with the shield. I also
Ulfric,
want to see what happens so bad.
Ulfric, if you want to see what happens,
Given to the temptation, you know it's going to be fucked up.
make a charisma check.
Make a charisma check?
Yes.
Oh no, he has curse fight.
Charisma.
Wait. Do you have proficiency with any? It's a spellcasting check.
Mm.
So is
Ah,
charisma
okay.
with
Spellcasting
proficiency? Do
thing.
you have proficiency with any of your charisma skills or with charisma saves? Just so we can do this.
I have proficiency with charisma saves.
Then
Yeah.
make a charisma save.
Oh shit, me and Jordan
Fuck.
are the only non-magical fuckers here.
Why? Why?
Nothing happens. But he's ooh. What does Drenna? You
What are
notice?
you in?
What does Drenna notice? Well, Drenna doesn't need to roll insight to know that it's magic that made that noose show up around his throat. The insight, that might be from being shield bashed by Ulfric.
Wait. Did you wrap a noose around his neck by punching him in the face with a shield?
He did.
That appears to be what happened.
How
Uh,
the fuck?
He doesn't know either. Drenna. He's
Flank this
clearly
fucker stabbed
surrendering.
one too many times.
Are you going to accept his surrender?
Well, that depends. Did my insight grant me knowledge that he was being truthful about his surrender?
Well, he dropped his weapons, and
Mhm.
and you outnumber
Yes.
him.
Okay then.
You outnumber him 5-1.
Okay then. Yes, I shall intervene.
I'd keep him away from Skull for like another 32 seconds.
All right. So Drenna accepts his surrender. Cade, are you gonna try and attack or try and knock down the stragglers?
You
Yes,
could totally
well-
blast that dude in the back.
I'm gonna move like right here, and I'm going to use produce flame and toss a little fireball at him, and I'm going to yell, "I told you to hail Satan, motherfucker!"
Ah, can you throw the verbiage of produce flame?
Yeah.
Can you roll a D100?
That is another crit fail. What the fuck?
Skull is the only one who can make rolls. And he uses them
Technically.
from smacking corpses together.
I like to imagine that the
We
reason
can't
I'm
go
getting
through.
I'd like to imagine that the reason that I'm getting these crit fails is because, like, the devil is like, whoa, even I'm not that evil.
Like, you're being
Nah,
kind
he's-
of touchy
he's-
with the whole Satanism thing.
Nothing
Honestly-
particular happens. The spell just misses. Which
My character's
brings
not
us to-
even, like, a bit. Sorry, go ahead.
brings us to Ogun. Does Ogun accept a surrender?
Ogun don't like him, but he also don't like the look of the goddamn snake getting away at all.
Well, then you better go catch it.
You better go catch it.
Oh, it's not a fucking chicken, so he ain't gonna do shit.
being challenged.
Give me a second. Let me check.
1 key points used for just running on air to get the snake.
How many key points it takes to run on air?
I can double dash.
I've never been a monk, so no
Christ,
fucking clue.
double- Oh yeah, you have a key point left to double dash.
Mhm.
What's your strength score?
And if he double dashes, it also give him extra
Strength
jumps.
score
Height.
16.
16. If you double dash, you can. I will, because of how fast you'll be moving. You can run up the. You can run up the guard tower, not the wall. I already established you can't climb the wall. But you can run up the guard tower, jump, and try to grab it with an acrobatics.
I'ma do
check,
that.
because it's
I'm gonna do that.
Shit.
Well, I mean,
because that's more.
I mean- Step of the Wind also grants him an extra jump height, or is it extra jump distance? 1 to 2.
It grants him extra jump. Oh wait, yeah, it does grant you extra jump. It doubles your jumps.
And your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
But-
he can just get to it, can't he?
I just
Bring out
mentally-
Pythagoras.
I mentally swapped the short and high, the long and high jumps. High jump is 3 plus strength modifier, so he does actually have to use Step of the Wind to do this, because doubling his high jump doubles it from 7 to 14. Wait, you said 16? 6 to 12 plus 1.5 times your height? Yeah, you need to. And your height is 5'9"?
My height is
No, you're orc.
6'5".
Paul.
I'm
6'5".
6'5".
So 1.5 times that height is 9'7", or 9'7". Oh, so you don't need to. You need you need to double dash to cover the distance, anyways. So
Yeah. I'm double dashing. I'm spending the key point.
and make your acrobatics check. You're gonna have quite a bit of momentum, so I will say, rule of cool, make it with advantage.
Yes.
Ooh, it can beat that. And I'm gonna roll this public.
What do I use inspiration for again?
To get advantage on the check.
God damn.
It has to roll a 19 or 20.
Do you let people use disadvantage, or sorry, use inspiration to give an
I don't think
enemy
that made it.
disadvantage?
I don't think that made it.
I don't think that made it.
Yeah, that definitely didn't.
It didn't make it. So you managed. So you're moving you because that's what we established.
Yeah.
And you don't have slow fall yet, but but you know, you land on the palisade and jump down safely.
As he catches it and lands, he looks at Skull, who can't catch what now?
No, you can't see me. Can you?
I
Skull's
can.
just under the body of a warg.
No, Ogun can't see Skull right now.
I was gonna say, all he can hear is the distant machine of flesh, followed by.
Does Ulfric accept the surrender?
Unfortunately, there's one too many stab wounds in me for me to accept that as is.
Punch him with the shield. Punch him with the shield. Punch him with the shield.
I am first going to. Ulfric is going to kind of sit there for a second. And is going to glance over his shoulder, kind of at the direction where the thing went, the snake was, and not realizing that Ogun actually caught it, he's going to shoot a guiding bolt, which inadvertently targets this guy. And you're going to names. Brianna, you're going to see the little
Triana.
sigil that's on his Drena. You're going to see the sigil that's on his axe that looks like a family crest of sorts light up as the guiding bolt is cast. And does that hit the little boy over there?
That does hit. Roll.
I cast at level 1. Oh, excuse the divine
You didn't
smite.
smite, but the damage
I
from
did
the
not
not smite,
enough.
which gives us Skull. Will Skull accept the surrender?
Technically,
Oh no, it doesn't end your
technically,
turn.
that is-
Sorry, but
that is an attacking action, and
It
I'm
is
going
not-
to
oh,
try
it is not the
to shove
attack
him with
action.
Shield Master.
That's not the attack action. It says
Oh,
when
it's
you make
not?
the attack action. Yeah, so that would be casting a spell.
Ah, shit.
hmm
Sick. Okay.
But you can use your bonus action to repeat that charisma save. Or that
I
charisma,
will
that spellcasting
charisma check.
check, which you use,
for.
which you do by doing a save.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the exact. Nope. It's 3 better. It's getting better. It's improving.
All right, now it's on to Skull.
That doesn't have advantage, but yeah, Skull doesn't really see much outside of the bones and flesh that he's mangling in the moment. So you could say, in a sense, he's accepted the surrender.
In a sense, he's accepted the surrender.
And that
So
he's
Skull-
unaware there's more things alive to kill.
So is Ulfric accepting the surrender? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. So, which brings us then to Drenna's turn. Drenna, it's clear to you that Ulfric is not accepting the surrender.
He is.
Ulfric, you're a dwarf, correct?
Yes.
What's your height?
4'8".
4'8". Ah, hey, looky at me. In memes, there's a nice little height chart.
Yes,
Mhm.
there is a nice little height chart. 'Cause
I'm second tallest.
All right. So noticing that Ulfric clearly hasn't accepted the surrender, I'm going to stick my hand out in front of him to try to block him from swinging on this guy again. And go, hey, it's done. It's over. Here, I'm going to hand him a healing potion.
Okay.
Ulfric is going to accept the healing potion and then bit at Zulkin, just at his feet.
And so and I'm going to take it that accepting the healing potion also means accepting the surrender.
Correct.
Okay. Combat ends.
He's going
And
to
seeing that his
walk-
surrender has been accepted, he backs away from his weapons just to good faith show that he's not attacking still. And then he's gonna fucking try and get the noose off, and you see his hands slip through the rope. Hey, listen, listen. It's not like we killed any of you, right?
It's actually a pretty good argument.
Could you maybe get this off of me, and I'll pretend none of this ever happened because I don't want to die. No.
Right, so what were you here for? Fucking dipshit.
Oh God. Oh
Oh,
God.
active grilling.
quickly
Oh,
look up
boy.
why was he here.
And now you see him stop, and he's considering death by hanging here. Oh, death by hanging here, or death by however the hell they would want. Just hang me.
Just hang me.
Do it.
I mean, we can always rummage through your dead body.
Meanwhile, in the
I do
background,
have
I
your
don't have
fucking
anything.
snake
I don't have
too.
anything on me that says.
And I do also have your fucking snake, so that's interesting.
Holding it
Snake
up by the
woman.
neck.
Yeah, snake will not
Um,
be undead.
How
Unless,
do I? Is there? I'm gonna drink. Ulfric's gonna drink the potion while this is happening.
Okay, and since and
I created a
um,
macro for it.
Yeah, can everyone see the macro?
I don't have the
No.
macro.
Drew, can you DM me the macro?
Yeah. I can't do it in Discord because reasons.
Ooh.
I can't do it in Roll20 because reasons.
Yeah, do it in Discord.
4 minutes to 11.
It's a fucking shame. I'm not really one for reptiles with wings. As he Squeezes the fucking snake.
Little winged snake.
You good there, Owen?
2d4 plus 4.
Breathing
I'm
pretty
good.
heavy into your mic there.
Oh,
Our
sorry.
full is 12.
My mic just occasionally catches my breath randomly. I apologize.
So bonus or yeah, bonus. And then just so everyone will be able to see the healing potion macro, and I'm gonna test it. Okay, and then test bonus. Oh, that's what I thought.
You got to put the double brackets around
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, okay. That's what I was testing. There we go. So, Ulfric would get 12 healing because
12?
you're drinking a healing potion out of battle. I'm assuming you're taking your full action.
Yeah.
Hey. I mean, Ulfric, if you want to try to heal
12.
as he's. Yeah, 2d4. Oh, it's 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 healing. That's my bad. That's me misremembering healing potion.
2d4 plus 10. Oh, I only gain 10 health back, so I have to take
Yeah.
2 off. Got it.
Yep. Oh, wait. Gotta edit. Gotta continue editing because I don't just edit the bonus. I edit both. And when you use the potion macro, it'll prompt you if you're using your full action or your bonus action.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Okay. Bop, Zolkin. I mean, Ulfric, if you want to hang, if you you want to make that charisma check again to see what happens.
Are we still going to interrogate him? Is everybody?
Yeah, no, I would very much like to continue
Yeah.
questioning him about shit.
No.
What are we gonna ask him
not
about?
going.
What he's doing here?
Who cares what he's doing here?
I could not give a shit what he's doing here.
I fucking do.
We still have to save the people in the fucking cave.
That is true. Maybe we tie him up and question him later.
Maybe.
I am a special way. I don't
Maybe.
trust you on Creed.
But maybe. Oh, sorry, something happened that I want to undo. Maybe.
Or we could hand you over to Skull over there. He seems to be having a fucking ball.
Still over there beating the crap out of one corpse with another corpse.
There's no longer two separate defined corpses.
Yeah, it's a pile of mush and guts. Oh, perhaps we were just going to turn this. We were going to infiltrate the town. We were gonna say if there were people here, we were gonna say we were bounty hunters searching for Kella. But that didn't happen. So, I made a bad assumption. Clearly, I guess not so bad for you, but bad for me.
What the hell is so important about this town that it's gotten raided 3 times in the short time that we've been here?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
I don't
Ulfric's gonna
know.
look at
I don't
Gash in the-
know what the other 2 raids are, but it's just that it's a typically defendable settlement. Mott and Bailey places are typically good, and it's close to Waterdeep. And while the mercenaries have a good handle in Daggerford, not in Daggerford, sorry. My boss is in Daggerford.
Noted.
The
Write that down.
mercenaries.
Noted.
Yes, write that
Yeah.
down. If I'm, I suppose I could flee north. Yes, I'm.
Trust me, there's a lovely little vacant lot that I used to live in.
Oh,
You can
Great.
go.
oh, the from the dragon attacks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It's a great little fucking vacant lot. There's a little flower sticking out of the center of town in one of them. Fucking
Ah,
great. I put that there my fucking self.
well,
Well, where is his boss located again?
Dagger.
Daggerford.
Daggerford.
We, I don't have a proper name for my boss because at a certain stage you don't use proper names. The snail.
He's
I have no idea. You wouldn't. You won't be able to find. I'm only able to find him when he wants to be found, and you certainly won't be able to find him even if I do offer any assistance because, well, I'm supposed to be here converting this place into a base of operations.
Well,
no interest in the people then, or the knights, for that matter. Ulfric's gonna kind of gaze to the gash in the middle of the town where the Nightstone used to be.
Well, the Nightstone was we were gonna look into it, but most of it's old wives' tales, isn't it? Hard to know what it would have done or how to do it.
not exactly, but
It was considered important enough.
it's a bit of a story to tell. And he's gonna go up close to him, whisper in his ear. Actually, it's part of the reason I'm here. What do you know about it?
I don't know a damn thing about the Nightstone. I just know that it's a big hunk of rock. I know it's a big hunk of black rock that they built a town around. I didn't.
Think it mattered.
He's not lying to you.
Okay.
Or at the very least, if he is lying to you, he believes the lie.
All right.
So, are we
Alright.
planning on letting him go?
Well, that depends. Would you rather die or would you rather flee? We'll give you the choice.
I suppose. Well, if I flee, my only option would be to try this again.
I have a suggestion, and just hear me out here.
Okay, I swear to God, if you say convert him to Satanism,
No.
I
I'm gonna suggest we turn him into a
god.
sacrifice.
Oh.
No, I'm just
What?
fucking with you. Sorry,
I mean,
it's just too
probably
much
better
fun.
than what the snail would do to me, if we're being honest. He'd make it
The
slow and with.
fucking snap.
alright.
Listen, I
Better
don't choose
question.
the code names. He
Better
probably
question.
even chose his code name.
Which is better? Which is more useful to us, to kill you or to keep you alive and let you run away?
It's more useful to kill me, if we're being honest.
Alright, I appreciate your honesty.
Because if I do go, the only way I have a chance of living is to go and report my failure and try again.
For your
What is that?
honesty, I will
I
offer you.
I doubt that they'd let you try again.
Right, but trying to try again is my only option for living.
Right.
Okay.
So, in that case, I'll give you 3 options. We can hand you over to Skull over there, who is having a fucking ball. You can let Ulfric hit you again and see what happens with the noose, or we can leave you in the capable hands of Drenna, who will likely give you a painless death.
Ulfric, make a charisma save. Ulfric almost his arm jerks up, and in a motion that doesn't seem willing. And I'm rolling 5d20. If these are death saves,
Oh.
the noose around his neck yanks up, and he's yanked a good 10 feet up. The noose disappears, and he falls to the ground.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
Oh.
Ah, damn it. I had one more question I wanted to ask him. Oh, well.
Well, maybe once Skull calms down, we can search the other girl's body.
I don't think there's going to be a body left.
There's no body left.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, unless it was a magical item, it's pulverized. And even if it
Yep.
is a magical
Well,
item, would you
and-
really want it?
And from
I've
this, we have
Search through worse.
I mean, Skull's not even going to loot the gore pile, so...
Again, I've searched through worse.
Jesus.
also, now would be a good time to set up camp and probably take a long rest. And this is the end of session. You're all now level 4, and I am ending the recording here.